redeem card option because we set it live. We announced the setting of it live because you're gonna have like 3 seconds to redeem a card, and so I don't have it live right at the beginning of stream because there's not as much like pomp and circumstance. Yes, Chernobog. This may come as a surprise to you. Many people on the internet, especially, use queer as a derogatory term. Many people. Many people. Hey, boss, is it wrong to bully a Voltron player with removal until they scoop? Probably, yeah. If you're in the 1v1, no. But yeah. Like what you do is now it depends. It depends. If the removal you have is not applicable once they are Voltron. Like if they are Voltroning hexproof stuff on, or like they're putting on like indestructibility. I know there's some type of aura that will cause a creature that gets removed to come back to the field on the next turn. If they're putting like Kaya's ghost form on. That's not even bullying. That is an appropriate response to them trying to achieve immortality. If they're doing anything short of that, like for me, a Voltron player getting to 21 power, not a problem. A Voltron player getting unblockable trample double strike, not a problem. Only a problem when they have declared they are attacking me. That's the only time it becomes an issue. And so until then, if you're trying to bully them, you should be cajoling them into swinging at somebody else. If you're just like straight up removing their shit every time they do it, that is, I think, 50% bullying, 50% just like bad play. Glass Geo, thank you for the 8 months at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. Storming, thank you for the 3-stream streak. Whitebread, the 40. Appreciate you coming to the dog park today, buddy. Glad. And then Whitebread, thank you for the 18 months with Prime. Welcome back to the dog home. And Joao Henrique, thank you for the Prime sub for the second month in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. I appreciate that so much. Okay, great, Little McStewman. I'm sorry we didn't put the thread up early. I was being fucked with bodily up until we got live. I still have to coordinate with Quips, but right now I have to send a thing to my editor so that she can work on it now. What's going on, man? Lego Boy, thank you for the Twitch follow. Inkable Chernobog, thank you for gifting 10 community subs. That is incredibly generous. Thank you. Welcome to Dog Heaven, my friend. And Kashmir Akil, thank you for gifting 1 community sub. It's definitely equally important. Oh, you gifted it to Dildo Batman. You're a little rat. Welcome to Dog Heaven. Zerthroshak, thank you for the 200-bit cheer. Play more Into the Breach. I probably will. I probably will. Why are bits more expensive on mobile? Because they hate you. because they hate you specifically. Hello, Army Hitch. Welcome to the stream. Oh, we are live on YouTube too. Hey, Maul, opinion on having bones? It's pretty rough, I'll be honest. You know who I don't think has joint problems? Algae. The swamp creatures. I think they probably feel pretty good. No, they're zooming outside the room now. Okay, I need to laser beam ads into your brains while I try to get on the horn with our boy Quips. So 1 second, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Booga booga. Hello.
Hey, what up, what up?
Zerthoshak,
Alright,
thank you for gifting 5 community subs. Welcome to Dog Heaven. Are you live yet, Quipperino?
Yeah, I've been
Perfect,
live.
perfect.
I've just been troubleshooting, so it works out.
Beautiful.
All right.
No. Stop. Confirm. All right. Let me go and find your little ass.
My little
Your little pit, as it were.
join.
All
I
right.
can join the stream. Boom. All right.
Dildo Batman, thank you for the 3 stream streak. Cave Smasher, thank you for the 10. And Army Hitch, thank you for the 40 streams in a row. Appreciate you all coming to the dog park. Little Lemon, thank you for the 7 months at tier 1. Houndington, thank you for being the GOAT. May or may not have stayed up till 4 a.m. playing Baldur's Gate 3. I've had those days. There was one day when I was playing Baldur's Gate 3 that I put one song on Spotify on loop while I was doing the Trials of Shar, and I spent so long fucking around that I listened to that song for like 6 hours in that map, and now I cannot hear that music without thinking that I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3. I think we did it.
By the river. That's the only.
Oh my god, you absolute fool, you absolute nutbar. Mute yourself and stream together. Right now, I beg of you. I beg of you.
Okay.
Perfect. Excellent. Everything is working as according to Keikaku, which means plan for my Japanese listeners. Hey boss, did I miss the Sunday reschedule email? No, it must have died in my drafts. I will get on top of that after today's stream. Wolf, thank you for the 40 stream streak, and Time Kit, thank you for the 40 stream streak as well. If Quips could only cook one meal for the rest of his life, what would it be? Avocado toast. Quips, rebuttal.
Yeah, probably cook. You don't really cook toast. I love French
Well,
onion
you
soup.
don't.
French onion soup.
Oh,
probably.
that's a crazy one for the rest of your life. That's a good meal.
It's so
That
good.
is
You
that
just
is an
give me, like, French onion
insane.
soup or chili. Chili's also pretty good.
All right,
love
but
chili.
chili's an archetype. I feel like you're subverting the genie at that point, because you could do like, oh, I'm doing beef chili. Oh, I'm
Beef
doing
chili.
like pulled pork chili this
Well,
like you
then,
could
yeah,
you
just
could
go
do a
pasta.
bunch
You
of
just
just
go
like
all good pasta.
right,
Everything's
that's
pasta.
but you're a little fibber. You little
That's what I'm
fibber. I'm
saying.
doing pasta.
That's what I said. I gave you my thing, which is French onion. Then you went walk it back. Do something
I
better.
didn't say walk
So
it back. I ridiculed you. That's you don't have to
Yeah.
walk it back just because I ridiculed
What
you.
would you eat then? What's your food? What's your last meal on a difficult kitchen or whatever?
I gotta go with Italian onion soup.
Oh, you bitch. Is that pasta?
It's French onion soup with a shitload of fettuccine in it.
Oh,
Just
God.
way too much. Just way too much. It's horrible.
That sounds. You're gonna get gout. You're gonna get gout.
I am immune to gout. I have every other physical problem you can have, and I made a deal with God when I was born that I would never get gout. I would have joint pain. I would have trouble sleeping. I would be bipolar, but
But no
nothing
gout.
in the feet, baby. You're not taking my toes. You're not taking
Dude,
my
but that's
toes.
the disease of kings, some would say. So,
All right, what about
is
this?
there a slideshow I'm supposed to look at, or do I just watch?
Oh
you?
shit! No, there's totally a slideshow. I forgot about that. That's crazy. I got a lot. Listen, I got a lot of PowerPoints that are just kind of living documents.
Yeah, like the Declaration of Independence. No, that's the Constitution is a living document. some sort.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how much longer it's alive in this
Yeah, how much it
administration.
lives. Yeah.
All right, I've sent you a link. Uh,
Thank you.
when you open it up, because it has like anybody can edit it, make sure
Yeah,
you
yeah.
overwrite the URL with like, I don't know, swears or
Yeah.
something.
No worries.
Cecil, thank you for gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Welcome back to Dog Heaven, my friend. I appreciate that. Shocking Swirl, I'm very glad to hear that. Is what even true? I don't think Mango's here right now. So Red Cow, all slots on the first wave are currently taken. I tend to, when I have a new guest, I do fewer cards than normal because I don't know how quickly we're going to move. But if we reach the end of the first wave and we still have time, we will sell more. And we have not set the free redeems live yet. Joey, thank you for the 40 stream streak in the dog park, streaking across the varsity field for the 40th time. Please put your pecker away. Okay. Hey gamers, real quick, what would I need to adjust on Arden the Usurper to make giving him eminence fair? Alright, real quick. So his stat line has to become a 3-3. That's the first thing. The second thing, you need to remove his entire text box. Then you got it.
Yeah, his mana cost is so high. He's
His
too
mana
good.
cost is so I don't think you could make any type of I get to reanimate from any graveyard I want fair on an eminence basis. You might have to change it into like at the beginning of combat on your turn you may pay and then put a moderately high mana cost in there to get the effect. Like if you wanted it to have eminence, you could do at the beginning of combat on your turn you may pay like 5 colorless and then you can do the Arden effect. That's still probably too cheap, unless you like knock down the stat lines of the demons he makes.
He's tough.
Okay, and then Quips, you said you're live. I wish YouTube had a stream together option. Kind of
Yeah,
fucked up that they don't.
messed up.
And then, oh, Quips, are you in my Discord?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm gonna send you a link to the review thread. Copy link. Are we just gonna pop in here and go down vertical style?
Shake.
And make sure I have not missed or totally fucked up anything else that we're trying to do right now. Oh yeah, Wolf, thank you for the random smasher pass redeem. This is not anything. Quip, sight unseen, are you smashing or passing? Assemble the players.
What is that? I don't
It's
know it.
it's assembling the players. You smashing or passing?
Um,
Feel it, know it.
assembling the players sounds like a sort of bacchanalian flesh on flesh Roman style. I'm down. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Same. It's all the hot people from Karlov Manors. So
Oh,
it's, yeah,
okay,
yeah,
perfect. All the ugly ones died. They like got
yeah.
murdered.
They killed all the uggos first. That's what the poison did.
Yeah.
Voice of Madness, thank you for the 30 stream streak. Yeah, you you went mad pixelated again. Whatever's happening
Dude,
with the camera is still.
that's crazy. Okay, let me see.
What's up,
Let me.
everybody? It's Malltown. We're live today with a Japanese penis, although he
Yeah,
is
hello.
extremely well dressed.
That's Mr. Japanese penis to you.
All right,
Nice.
I'm gonna set the channel point redeems live. I'm doing the countdown that famously doesn't matter because I have to click into a different menu to set these live anyway. Da 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 da. There we go. All right, those are live. That's all the freebies gone. Congratulations to everybody who got one. I think it was a lot of unique ones that time. Joey Bug, congrats to your sister for picking up a real heavy rock and carrying it far. That's super difficult. Grr from Red Cow.
Did that
Uh,
fix it at all? Am I still blurry as hell?
you still blurry as fuck, big cat.
Okay.
You
Okay.
you in the witness protection program.
They
This is the witness protection stream, brother. You're safe though.
they're not they're not allowed. They don't know who I am.
You can't be seen, but that means you can't be found.
Exactly. They don't know who I got. I'm like an
This is
anonymous,
so,
like I'm a
yeah,
whistleblower.
yeah. Every
I'm
card
like,
comes up.
these cards are bad.
Nope.
Yeah.
Call
Yeah.
OSHA. Call OSHA.
This is horrible.
This
Yeah.
is so weird. Let me go to because you're still. I'm presuming you're still crispy on your stream, right?
Yeah, as crispy as I usually am. Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, bro looks straight normal.
Because I also look normal in the stream together little camera, at least on my end. But
Oh yeah, on my end you look normal in the stream together camera too.
so
Well,
it's just the browser that's making me.
I hmm. You're okay right now. Hold on, you're okay now. You're kind of in the middle. It's
Okay.
like if I zoomed you way up, right? We're
I would be,
missing.
yeah,
We
I think it
gotta.
might be like I don't have the best. Even when I'm crispy, I'm not gonna. You can't see my pores.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I
All
don't
right, all right, all right.
don't have the 4K. Let me know if it gets blurry again. I tried to. I think I fixed my virtual camera so it's not being weird anymore, but I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see how it
Okay,
holds up.
okay, dope.
I'll keep it pulled up on the side.
Hell yeah. All right, all right. Let's get in
All right,
with
all
the
right.
first card from N Honder from the same set. Still looking for thoughts on power level and standard, limited, modern quips. This is gonna be a great. This is gonna be a great fucking intro.
This is gonna be great. Okay.
First up is Entwined Destiny, an Esper instant. As an additional cost to cast this spell, exile a card from your hand face down. To exile a spell or non-land permanent an opponent controls. Its controller may play it as long as it remains exiled without paying its mana cost. If they do, you may cast the card exiled face down without paying its mana cost.
Wait a second. That's a lot of words.
That's
Okay.
a lot of
So
words, and all of them fucking rock, in my
yeah.
opinion. That's cool as
So you do
shit.
the force of will where you exile something from your hand face down,
Yeah.
and then you get rid of something an opponent has. They can play it. If they do,
But you get
that's
whatever you
okay. Wait a
force of
second.
willed. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
you
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
hey, how bad do you want your shit back?
Yeah.
How much
Because if
how
you
much
cast
do you
it,
think
yeah.
how much do you think I exiled Emrakul right now?
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of fun. I kind of like that. Three
I
mana too, because it's at
this
worst, it's like removal, right? Like they're like, I won't take it.
yeah, I think minimum I'm trying to think. Because I'm thinking about standard modern legacy because for commander this is too cheap for
Yeah, this should be
sure.
like 5 mana or something like
Yeah.
that.
And I'm inclined to believe the same thing is true for standard modern legacy, but I just know that like once interaction starts getting not hyper efficient, it dies really
Yes,
quickly,
immediately.
but God, that's a high payoff. But it's also a
Yeah.
payoff that your opponent can just be like, okay, fine, I never get
Yeah, I'm
I
not taking him back.
yeah,
They're not getting
you can keep my son.
because you've got something way scarier. I also think like those decks you can have multiple copies, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
And so you could like do some crazy chain where you have like four and you're like just entwining and you've got like, oh, I'm just gonna run Omniscience or Enter the Infinite or some crazy thing where
hmm
you,
I'm still
which I don't
inclined
think
to
you,
yeah.
yeah,
I'm still inclined to believe this is a little bit too cheap for instant speed exile that can also hit a spell. Like weird game thing aside, I think instant speed you can either pseudo counterspell something or exile any non-land permanent is that's quite good. So I feel like you got to add
yeah,
at least one if not two mana to that like 5 mana that you suggested.
yeah.
Is it still too
Because this
powerful
this is
cuz
like a swan song. This hits like everything. There's no like
yeah. Is it still too
counterplay.
powerful considering you're going down two cards? I think so, yeah. Um but it's really fucking hard to
Yeah,
evaluate
this is
because
very
of
much
this.
like I love the game theory aspect of
Yeah.
this, where you have to be like, how badly do you want like, or the prisoner's dilemma, where you're like, how bad do you want your thing? versus my thing.
Yeah, like it's hard to evaluate because the ceiling is so high. The Exile's not a May, and Void Rend exists, so I think it's acceptable. Yeah, Void Rend can't cast Emrakul, dog. We gotta we gotta play the ball in the field. But it's cool as fuck. I will
Yeah,
say
this
that.
is very much like a very cool. This card rocks. I love
Yeah.
this in Commander. This is cool as hell because you just give it to whoever's the most behind and be like, I know you need your thing. I know
Just
you
be a
need that.
rat. Oh, look, the
I
only
know
creature
you
you've
need
played all
that.
game.
That's your engine. I know you need that. Yeah.
All right, next we've got Inspired Spark, one red instant with Imprint as an additional cost to cast it. Exile a card from your graveyard with mana value 3 or less. It deals X damage to any target, where X is the greatest power or toughness among cards exiled by this spell.
So this is like a wall deck. That's the only thing I can think of, like, because it's got to be 3 mana or less, and you're
Yeah,
really not going to get a big toughness guy out of this,
this one I fear is
or
just
bigger.
like too weak and specific to do any of the stuff you want it to do.
Yeah.
Because it's still neat and kooky, but most of the one red mana removal you need, the important part is like, oh, I need this to exile the thing that I've gotten. Wall of Earth is a 3 mana red 0/8. Yeah, and then you're playing Wall of Earth, but it's
And then it's got to die. Something killed your wall of Earth.
yeah,
So it's going to be like an 8/8 or stronger. You
right.
know what I'm saying? Or something like that. And then
Phyrexian
even if you
Dreadnought.
wall of Earth, yeah.
Then you're playing Phyrexian Dreadnought.
Yeah.
Then, more specifically, you are playing Phyrexian Dreadnought with the only hope. Oh, it's any target. Never mind. Never mind. I was thinking. Sorry, my
Only
brain was
creatures.
like,
No,
this
this
is a
can hit.
fair
Yeah.
removal spell. So if this can hit face,
Not
actually,
bad.
if it can hit face, it might be too good. If it can hit face, it immediately becomes a like dog shit Death Shadow combo deck, and
Yeah.
I think it's banned after a couple months.
Because yeah, if this is stand, yeah, I forgot this is standard. Yeah, this
Yeah,
could hit you
so
something
this would
big.
be unplayable in standard, I think.
You go with a lot of like the red shuffle stuff into your graveyard or like discard if
Yeah.
you have it, and then you exile your wall of earth or whatever and do half
I
their life.
I think this is the type of thing they just shouldn't print. Because I think the problem you have is if it can hit any target, it becomes Phyrexian Dreadnought combo burn. And if it can only hit creatures, it is unplayably bad compared to other removal options.
Yeah.
It's meant to be Lightning Bolt, but slightly weaker, but I wasn't sure if it was weak enough with the setup requirement. I think I think conditional worse Lightning Bolt just doesn't get played. What it's gonna get played in is I entomb Phyrexian Dreadnought and then I shoot you in the face for 12.
And then I do it again because we have multiple copies of cards.
I hope I can. God,
Yeah.
if I have to fucking line up like multiple
Walls
entombings
down in
of
my so
Phyrexian
many
Dread.
little Phyrexian fleets
Yeah,
down in my
Phyrexian
graveyard.
Dreadnought, that fucking wall. Yeah.
No way. Hmm. I also like how it says Sulphurous Blast in the text. So it's like a completely different spell in the middle.
But I mean, yeah, Fling does exist. Fling is a much different play pattern than what you're able to do here because Fling, you have to cast Phyrexian Dreadnought, having the mana open to Fling in response to Phyrexian Dreadnought's own trigger. This, you can be like, oh, fuck it. Phyrexian Dreadnought got in the graveyard any which way. You're getting shot. All right, next we have Morsica of the Endless River, a 1 and a black 1/4 with lifelink indestructible. As long as no creatures have entered from graveyards this turn, Morsica is not a creature. Whenever a creature enters from a graveyard, its controller loses life equal to its mana value, then puts 2+1/+1 counters on this creature. Whenever this card is put into exile from anywhere other than a library, each opponent loses life equal to its power.
Whoa.
I
Whoa.
you're playing in a very cool space here. This is a lot of abilities. This is a lot of goddamn words, and
Yeah.
more importantly, this is really, really not proactive. This is a This is oh, you said you're playing your reanimator deck? I'm gonna swap real quick.
Yeah, let me play this and get
Right.
a million +1 counters.
And we've costed it 2 mana because it does nothing 95% of the time. Because
Yeah.
like it's a lot of words on 2 mana, but it's 2 mana because theoretically this is an enchantment that has zero effects. It is an enchantment with no effects
The
until
other
the
thing is like I
Golgari
don't even
player.
think you yeah, you don't even really need to like actually get counters on it, right? You just sort of like you can airbend this or something like that because it just goes into exile or like just blink it,
Oh yeah,
right?
here's my crazy line, dog. I'm gonna target this with Philia. You're all gonna lose one. Get ready, dipshit.
Here it comes.
Get
Boom
ready, you
again
fucking
and again.
poser. It was
Yeah.
designed to play with a graveyard recursion deck that incidentally hates on opponents reanimate. Ah, okay. So if you have a bunch of other cards that we're not seeing today that are meant to support this line of like, I'm going to turn your deck into a reanimator deck, then it can really quickly become too good. I dislike the distance between the floor of these cards and the ceiling of these cards is heaven and earth, and I think that is a genuine problem. Um, and so if you could theoretically,
I kind of like that it's like what is it? The Weeping Angel from Doctor Who where it's like it's not a creature unless you like when stuff happens it becomes
right,
not a
unless you
creature.
meet a condition, I think,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
I think you could it'd be better if it had one of those like conditional stuff like the gods from Aetherflux where it's like unless you have something else
mm-hmm.
it becomes a creature like forever. I feel like that the tough part is unless something like because it's only a creature on your turn. So it like you have this 1/4 that can't block, can't do anything, just
Mm-hmm.
sits there on other people's turns. At least like turn it on at a certain point,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, I think the variance is just too high here.
Yeah. And you can't even like buff it up yourself because if you're like reanimating your like assembling skeleton, you're losing like two life, 2 life, 2 life, and then
Yeah, but you're getting counters on your lifelink creature. That might be the saddest bit, is that the best thing to do is set up a slow grave crawler loop and then just hit people with my incredibly overstated 2 mana commander.
yeah.
Because if you just like grave crawler, sack grave crawler every turn, you get 2 counters on this thing, and then you swing a lifelinking indestructible guy and you don't care, and then next turn you like grave crawler, sack grave crawler.
Yeah.
That's a little
Bloodgast or something like that. Just keep
yeah,
going.
yeah, all right. I like it less and less. Next, Council of Oblivion, Esper for a 3/4 with lifelink. Whenever a player casts a spell, they may exile any number of cards from their hand. Then they lose life equal to the difference between the spell's mana value and the number of cards they exiled. No, no, no.
But then what? Wait, but
And
then
then
what?
everybody hits you with hammers. Uh,
Well, they may exile any number.
right. And then if they don't, it just
So what? Yeah,
becomes
you exile zero.
It's super Liesa is what happens. Because if you exile 0 and you cast like a 4 mana commander, you take 4 for it. If you
Oh,
cast
between the spell's mana
yeah, between the
value.
spell's
Oh,
mana
not that
value
they
and how many
cast.
you exiled, that's
Oh my God.
all right. So
Wait a
let's show
second.
you Liesa, because as Chad is appropriately pointing out, nobody in the history of the world, like your opponents, are never going to be like, ah, yeah, I'll exile 2 cards to prevent 2 damage.
Yeah.
And Liesa is whenever you cast a spell, lose 2. And I'm imagining this is meant to play with your cards that want to be exiled, and so you can break parity with it. But like Liesa also breaks parity because you get a big lifelinking creature, and it is nearly twice as expensive as the thing you have made here. Like the fact that it also synergizes with Oblivion cards, I have caught that. This is disgustingly undercosted for what a belligerently annoying effect it is.
Yeah, this sucks.
This is
This is
evil.
evil.
This is
Yeah.
evil effect. I
This
think
is
this is for
evil.
like, and then the problem is, I think for like standard modern legacy, probably can't do anything.
Because yeah, all their stuff is like 0 mana, like nothing, like literally
Right?
like
Yeah.
the
Like
biggest mana cost in their deck is like 3. You know what I'm saying? So This won't kill anybody.
Yeah.
But
All
three
right.
four life linker for 3. That's also
That's a good stat line.
yeah. This
Next
thing's
we
pretty
have
cool.
Well of Oblivion, a 4-mana legendary artifact with flash, and the artifact enters tapped. When it enters, if it was cast, exile target spell. Then you can tap it to add blue equal to the mana value of a card exiled by this card. Not fucking super mana drain.
That's permanent. Like, yeah, I just get to mana drain every turn, or like
No,
the
not
mana
every
that I
turn,
got
but
from
it's
it, I get to
yeah.
have it every
I
turn.
get to I get to float colored mana drain mana every fucking turn. It's a 4-mana counterspell. Right, but like compare this shit to Spell Swindle, which is a 5-mana counterspell, and you get treasures for it. Now, obviously, Spell Swindle not broadly playable. I am not saying Spell Swindle is top of the line counter magic, but we have fucking trampled Spell Swindle in the running of the bulls with how power crept this is on that. Um,
And all the blue effects are like untap that thing, by the way. Untap it, by the way. Like,
yeah, I think we've again. I think like a common theme I am identifying across all these cards and Hander is that the difference between the floor and the ceiling is impossibly high. It is like impossibly far apart. So much of it is balanced around either your opponents making decisions or them being so expensive that they are like unwieldy to cast. So maybe you just get killed before you can do it. And so it's like, the ceiling of this card gets it fucking banned. The floor of this card is like it doesn't do a single thing. And I think that's a problem that is going to just persist into infinity. Airbending though, right? But airbending you can do on your turn. So you wouldn't be airbending this thing because you want to make this enter on an opponent's turn.
yeah. And steal, and counter them, and also get all that mana forever. Just spit in
Um,
their face.
I would agree with more blue pips. This is for sure the type of shit where if it's gonna exist, it should not be splashable. Like I could see one and then 3 blue pips. I could see, four different blue pips. Um, because this is just crazy good,
Yeah.
crazy
Someone in
good.
my chat said a mana of the type the spell used could be better. Like instead of adding blue, it'd be like add whatever that mana is that you just countered.
Oh, that's interesting.
So
Yeah,
then
that
you're
would
not
be
getting
neat.
blue, but you could get like green, and you're like, okay, well this doesn't do stuff, but I think that might
Hmm.
be
Yeah. Oh, I could see putting stun counters on itself when it taps, Jomi. That's a good idea. Just like slow down uh how much mana you're getting.
yeah. You could also, I think it'd be neat if it was sort of like that exile card where like you exile their spell and you can tap it to get mana equal to it, but they get it back to their hand or something like that.
Oh, then we'd be onto something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tap it, but it returns to their hand. Tap it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like that a lot. I like that the most. I think that
Yeah.
could,
Because
because
then
then,
you're like, I've got this emergency button where I get like 5 mana or whatever I just yoinked from them,
right.
but they get their thing back.
Yeah.
So
All right,
that's
next we've
pretty cool.
got Little Mix Doom. These are from Kirby Precons. First up, it's 0/2 Embodiment of Darkness. This is a 5-mana Mardu horror. It does flying. It's a 4/5, and at the beginning of your end step, if a creature died under your control this turn, each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. Whenever 0/2 attacks, you can sacrifice a creature. If you do, target opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card, and you can cast that for free.
That doesn't seem too bad.
I like this one a lot.
I like the
I think
art's
this
even
is
beautiful. This is cool.
I think this
Yeah.
is the second pass we've seen of this card. It's definitely expensive as Mardu commanders go to start dealing.
Doesn't
Um,
have haste, which is pretty cool. Good.
yeah. I'm debating in my mind whether it could be 4 mana to make this feel a little less. I
Slightly
I
better.
don't want I don't want these decks to have to run Smothering Tithe or to feel like they have to run Smothering Tithe.
Yeah.
But I like the effect a lot. Very cool. As a way to like slowly grind the game forward, and you have a fun little
Yeah.
treat with your
Get
commander.
value. You get a little bit of steal, and it's cool. I like this one.
All right,
And
factory
I don't remember
inspection.
what Kirby game this guy's from, though. What the hell?
It's a Wattpad special, I'm sure.
Yeah. That's like,
Factory
yeah, yeah.
inspection. 2 and Boros for an enchantment that says whenever you attack, make a 1/1 robot artifact creature token with when this creature dies, make a junk token. And it has Unearth of hybrid red white.
Hmm.
Oh, this seems so wildly appropriate. Oh, Little McStoom, do you have a custom card that can file my taxes for me? You're such an upstanding citizen. This is like,
This is, if anything, could use more, right? Like, you just get a 1/1 and then you get a junk token.
yeah, I think it is. I think this should either cost less or you should have a way to make more 1/1s. Because 4 mana to start getting a chump blocker that can then maybe translate into impulse draw later, or will translate into impulse draw later, feels like not quite enough for 4. Um, so I would I'm thinking either make it 3 mana or make it, you could do like get a 1/1 for each opponent you attack. That might be too crazy though. Getting
3/1s?
Giving them 3/1/1s a turn if they're able to spread damage.
It's Boros. Yeah, they could be.
I guess that
That
is,
means they turn it
yeah.
into like 7, and because they're doubling it all. Yeah.
Well, it
Maybe
just
it's like if you do
becomes
combat damage, maybe.
it still becomes
Like,
worse at a line though. Even if
yeah.
you get one for each opponent you're attacking. Question: if I get a spot and done of Discord, can I post a card in chat for you to see? Sure, we can try that.
Yeah. It could be fun if they had it like a Boros version of what is it? The guy who makes the little gnomes or the guy who makes the little dryads, where it's like on your opponent's upkeep, you inspect their factory and you get a robot.
I like the
So you
flavor
end
of
up,
that for sure, but if we're gonna
yeah, because then
keep
you do end up getting the 3/1/1s, but it's not like all at once.
right, yeah. Either way, I think final opinion on this, it's neat. It seems a little bit too normal.
Yeah, I was expecting, and then you can assemble like 4 robots together into a big robot.
And
Yeah,
then you make Factory Exodia.
yeah.
All right, next we have Dark Matter Swordsman, a non-legendary 4 mana 3/2 with flying and first strike. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, choose one. You draw a card and lose 1 life, or you exile this creature and return it to the battlefield tapped. It also has Unearth of 1, a white, and a black. Okay, so you can cheat the
That's
Unearth.
cool.
That's kind of cool.
So yeah, he never dies, kind of. I
Kind of.
like
You can
that.
keep recasting him as long as you can, as long as there's nobody who has a flyer.
Yeah,
I think he is. So other than his ability to cheat death, I think he's kind of not enough because he's a bad Phyrexian arena that attacks you or that attacks.
yeah. And you want to give him like double strike, and then you have to run like a bunch of equipment,
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
could
I mean,
draw
maybe if you were
2.
in like a Mardu deck, because he's probably in the 0/2 deck.
Yeah.
He does not have pseudo vigilance. He returns to the battlefield tapped if you choose the flicker. So that is for sure. Like, so it's neat. I like that I prefer for us to be on the lower power end compared to custom cards being like, all right, for 3 mana, I would like to win the game. Unearth doesn't rescue him from the second mode. So Unearth, I guess, means if he. Oh, this guy's a bitch in draft. Yeah. Yeah, he's cool. He's like one of the first cuts. He's one of the. Oh, it does. All right, we're banning vague reference for lying on stream.
Yeah. Flying 3/2. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Hold on, let me go find this. Let me go find this name. All right, banned. We've saved the custom card review.
We did it. I'm sweating.
Okay, next the saga with 10 million words. Dark Matter's Reign, a 5 mana Rakdos saga. With step 1, it gains whenever a non horror creature you control dies, make a 2/2 black horror creature token with flying. 2, gain control of target creature you don't control for as long as you control this saga. It gains haste until end of turn. 3, sacrifice a creature. If you do, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Nasty. So you steal their creature, then you sack it to get back your own creature.
Yeah, it's like treason and then half a victimize. Uh,
Really good if you just for the first
Hey, baby.
chapter, because then you can
Thank
just.
you. I'm not confident on that though. It's 5 mana this to say nothing happens unless I already have an infinite Gravecrawler loop.
Yeah.
I again like the flavor of it. Uh but I
But I mean,
think
red and black has a lot of like, if you've got any like Warstorm Surge or like the sort of effects where like something enters, it does damage. You like sack it, do a bunch of damage, and then you make a bunch of horrors, and they do damage, and then you sack them for damage. Maybe.
yes, you know what, Quips, I think you're onto something. If I simply ramp a little bit,
Hear me out. Yeah.
get Warstorm Surge down,
Perfect. Yeah.
get a bunch of creatures down,
You
right?
following?
Big
Yeah.
white board, I'm
Yeah.
following. And then I Dark Matter's Reign, Blasphemous Act from an Imperious board position to murder all my own guys and get all these tutus. Then Warstorm Surge will do something.
Yes.
At
But then you
worst,
wouldn't want to do that because you want to steal something they have in the next chapter.
mm-hmm. At worst,
So,
it's 2/2. At worst, it's get 2/2, steal a creature, sack it, and return something from your grave. So I'm so aligned with that, and I want all of us to look at World War Hulk, which is the same mana cost in colors that are able to ramp to it more quickly. Which is chapter 1, get a free motherfucker. Chapter 2, make him fight good. Chapter 3, make him kill somebody. This one is chapter 1, conditionally get some shitty guys if I have set up for it. Chapter 2, treason. Then chapter 3, half of a victimize.
all right. Would it change your mind if this was one of the Final Fantasy Saga creatures? Like you could reanimate this guy or cheat him back into play.
I think that would
Because
help for sure.
I think that would definitely be way cool.
Yeah, I'm not trying to break it, Massal. I care extremely little about breaking things. What I care about is something feeling I never want to when I'm playing flavorful cards, I want them to feel like they are doing something. I don't want to feel like, "Hey guys, this is my dog Rowdy who shits himself, but I love him very much." I want to be like, "This is my dog Rowdy. He's not a greyhound. He's not winning competitions, but let's go for a hike in the woods." That's what I want it to feel like. And right now this feels a little bit like this is my dog Rowdy who shits himself. Um so this is another one where I think we could consider dropping the mana value down by 1. Or souping it up another way, because spending like in Rakdos or Mardu Reanimator, spending 5 mana to line up 1 reanimation spell 3 turns later, or I guess 2 turns later, sorry, on 2 turns layaway. Yeah, like I play some pretty not powerful decks, and this would not make it into any of them, is I guess my final point. But let us soldier on. Kirby, Friend of Many, a 4-mana Bant Asterisk Spore. Kirby's power is equal to the number of creatures you control. Other creatures get +1/+1. At the beginning of upkeep, inhale up to 1 target creature you control. Kirby gains all activated and triggered abilities of that card until end of turn. What the fuck is inhale?
gotta be an inhale counter. Like he just has like his
I
exile pile like
it
at the Body
has to
Show.
be like slow flicker. We can't
Yeah,
be like on upkeep Glizzy Goblin one of your creatures.
that's so fun though. And it's gotta like exile them, right? Like he eats them. You can't just they're still
It
around.
yeah, it's gotta exile or maybe airbend or do some type of like soft flickering.
Yeah.
Oh,
It could be
inhale's
like
just
warp.
airbending. Inhale's just airbending. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Dope, dope,
okay,
dope,
okay.
dope, dope. I like that.
Yeah. Now that's good. I like that. Activating and triggered abilities. That's pretty fun.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. He should get the stats too.
Ooh.
Straight up.
You get
Straight
their
up. He
stat.
should get the
Yeah.
stats. Or he should get some type of power toughness boost. Because I think it is
Oh, wait a
it
second. What if it was you get a keyword from them? Like how you
oh
get
you
like
could pick a keyword.
so
That
like Me the Immortal or like the what is it, the dinosaur where you're like as long as I
yeah,
have cards
yeah.
that have a bunch of so like you inhale something with Death Touch, you get a Death Touch counter. And then he runs around with a bunch of hats on because he's inhaled all these airbended all these things with keywords. I think that could be fun.
That
But if
is
you're going for
really
the
that's really
active triggered ability, yeah.
that's really fun. What I still worry about is we are making this guy only scary if I have a wide board, and then if I want to do anything fun, I have to unwide my board.
Yeah.
And so I'd want something to make him a little like just a little bit more intimidating if I am doing the big inhale thing. Because if I am doing the big inhale thing, I'm gonna have like a 2/4 Kirby. I'm gonna have like a 2/4 and be like, oh, but he can tap to draw a card. Get shit on.
But he inhaled a Shivan Dragon, so you can yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you can. He wouldn't be in the colors, but
Because right now he would just be like this guy would just be the commander of a probably like an ETB spam deck because he is one of I think this is the easiest way to guaranteed airbend something that
yeah.
would theoretically exist in the game. Uh, but it is a cool idea. All right,
I think
next.
I mean, but Kirby, like, he eats opponents. Like, he doesn't eat his friends, right? Like,
Well, you can't. I don't know. You don't inhale your friends sometimes.
no,
You don't.
not
Oh, he
really.
gets smaller from inhaling in game. Okay, then this is just bang on flavor wise.
Oh, really? Dude,
And
that's never, yeah, that's crazy. I don't remember
is
him doing that at
Kirby's
Kirby's Epic Yarn. Yeah.
is Kirby's primary method of fighting his friends jumping back out and then collecting $200 for passing go? Or just play Conjurer's Closet? Right, that is a legendary creature you can play in the command zone. That's in Bant. Yes. Uh
That's pretty cool. Kirby.
he can spawn his friends and kiss them, so kinda. Okay, then I accept it. Then this is just a
Yeah.
play pattern I don't like, but I accept that.
Yeah.
All right, next we have the Lore Starcutter, a 4 mana Azorius spacecraft that is a 5/5, and at the beginning of your end step, if 3 or more creatures enter the battlefield under your control this turn, draw a card, then you may planeswalk. Oh fuck.
What? Oh, huge.
Uh,
Perfect.
at 4+ on upkeep, make a 1/1 colorless construct creature token, and on 13+, if an effect would make 1 or more tokens under your control, it makes twice as many.
Wow. I
You know
think
what?
that
I'll just give this
that's sick.
one 10 out of 10. Perfect, perfect precon flavor card. Is is so weak, but the Azorius players deserve that. Is so restrained.
Yeah. You just want to make tokens, and then the tokens make more tokens.
Yeah. Oh,
And
it's
then,
this is wildly fair. This is like
yeah.
this ship goes to bed dreaming one day of being Phyrexian Arena. So it's very cute, and I like it on that basis.
Oh, but it can go in the command zone. Yeah.
And then we can
That's pretty
planeswalk
cool.
every. Oh wait, no, we have to get 3 creatures. Fuck, dude,
3 creatures.
that hurts. But yeah, this is very cute. Seems lore accurate to a ship, and I think
And you get token
there's
doubling
something
on
you can
the,
do with
yeah.
it.
This with hair apparent. Yeah, wait a second.
Oh, shut your mouth.
Wait
All
a
right,
second. All the
Bandana
rabbits
D.
going on other planes, yeah.
Mm. Bandana D, Steadfast Fighter, a 4-mana Selesnya 3/2 with dash equal to their mana cost. First strike, whenever they attack, make a 1/1 Waddle Dee creature token. When Bandana D deals combat damage to a player, draw a card.
Wanya.
I know we're talking about cute stuff. We have to make him better. We have to make him a little bit better. He's got to
He's not even like the duelist. Like he's got.
be 3
What does dash do again? Like
dash,
you
you
get to...
play it, and then it returns to your hand at the end of the turn.
Oh, that's garbage. I think there's the Phoenix where it's like as long as you have like a guy, you can like bring him back. I think that would be fun because then the Waddle
Yeah.
Dees do something.
Uh-huh.
So you can have like a Waddle Dee like I sacrificed my life for you, Bandana D, and then Bandana D comes back.
Or you could be like, whenever Bandana D attacks, you can sacrifice a Waddle Dee token to give him flying. Like he's like jumping off the head.
Yeah.
My beauty standards are not high. My standards of I want somebody to be able to take these cards to a commander game and have a good time with like precons that exist. That is my standard. What I don't want is to be like, oh my god, these are so cute. I would totally let you play with these Hearth whole time.
Yeah.
And then you just get fucking murdered over and over. Like that's the only thing I'm cautioning against. I think the flavor is 10 out of 10 on these. I think they're extremely cute. I think the effects are broadly correct. But if like you're making custom cards, you're probably making them for a world in which you get to use them against legal Magic cards. And I don't want you to come in bringing piss to a shit fight and then just be like, oh, well, at least they're cute.
It should be like he gets a +1/+1 for each D that's out. So then it's like we get more Ds.
Yeah, I don't know enough about Waddle Dee to know exactly what should be more powerful, but I think the things you could do is you could either have a way to give him conditional evasion or a way that he can grow stronger based on how many Waddle Dees he has made you. I think either of those would...
1,000 Waddle Dees die every day. And the D gets stronger. He consumes them.
All right, last but not least, Susie, Haltman's Legacy, a 6-mana Azorius 3/3 with affinity for creatures, vigilance, reach. Whenever Susie attacks, you may pay 3. If you do, proliferate twice. If you don't, support 3. God damn!
Oh my god, you saved it all for last. Jesus.
Holy fucking weenies!
Oh my god.
The support 3, is that... I'm trying to...
you put 3 counters, 3+1 counters on a creature with weaker?
Right, is it distribute 3 or put 3? Oh, so support is put a 1/1 counter on each of up to X others. So this is put one 1/1 counter on each of up to 3 other creatures.
Whoa.
That's like... See, this is what I mean. Like, this is... We doing something here. Like, if you land fucking any of those little white chump makers, like, you could... Oh my god, you could play that fucking Final Fantasy Dragoon and be like, yeah, this is a good card. You could play Dragoon's Wyvern in this deck and be like, see, that... This is peak for me. This is the peak for me.
This one is sick. Affinity for creatures is also so cool because you're gonna be running the spaceship, making your shitty little 1/1 robots, and you're gonna use them and support them, and then everyone's gonna be huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like this.
Proliferate twice might be a little much, but
yeah,
that's
crazy.
We at least have the potential.
That's like an ETB effect from that one guy who was like, yeah, I get it once. I get to proliferate twice once.
Oh yeah, Azuri's Predation in Simic, who normally gets to proliferate as they breathe. It's on attack trigger and 3 cost. That is true.
Yeah, but like if you're running this, you've got like the Everflowing Chalice. You've got like the stuff where you're already.
I don't think you do though, because she has affinity for creatures. So I think you plan to you're not planning to ramp to her. You're planning to just like. I play Adeline.
Her cost down to you.
Yeah, like I make her a 2 cost, and then I buff all my weenies up. It is meaningful that she has to swing and support can't buff her, so it's going to be harder for her to be like, the Dick Smasher 9000.
Yeah.
Um, but if the only thing I would be like, proliferate twice after you've supported 3 is insane.
Yeah, because then three things are now three threes or whatnot, depending on their power. That's
Yeah,
insane.
yeah. If
I
you
like that.
have if you have 3 1/1s, which is like the floor of you've made creatures. If you make 3 1/1s, you make them 2/2s, then you attack and you make them 4/4s.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you may end up having to knock it down to like support 2 or bring back a proliferate, but that may just be like if you get Adeline, that's the god curve. Yeah, that one's nasty.
This one's gnarly. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on to Elikman. These are meant to be playable in Limited and Commander. This is part of Elikman's custom Age of Sigmar set. First, we have Venari Lord Regent, a 5-mana elf knight with vigilance, and whenever one or more creatures you control leave the battlefield without dying, make a 2/2 with vigilance. Whenever this creature attacks, exile it to one other target non-land permanent you control, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step.
Okay. It's a blink deck. It's a little like self blink deck, and you make little tokens.
Blue got Philia, just costs 5 mana now.
Yeah.
But it makes you a 2/2.
With vigilance. With vigilance.
Oh, with big Viggies, big Viggies. So this
Big
is
vigilance.
like, yeah, I like what this is doing.
Yeah, this is something you don't see in blue a lot. I'm not seeing a lot of like blue combat decks. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of cool.
You and me lead such different lives. You
Really?
and
I
you
don't see
and
no. Yeah.
well,
Fun.
because I live near Veggie, who had his mono blue deck is a +1/+1 counters deck.
Yeah.
He's a fiend. Yeah, I like this. I think it is.
It's expensive though. A lot of
I mean,
mana.
it kind of has to be
Yeah, it does a lot of text.
having repeatable flicker that makes you chump blockers is like. It doesn't look like the blink is mandatory. It's up to one other. You can just say I choose 0.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
The Pokélad, I have no idea how many cards are left. I would suggest hopping in the thread and scrolling because if we lose our place, we get totally fucked. But this one's cool. Next, we have
I like it.
Severeth, the Wind Lord. 8 mana mono white, but has Convoke. They're a 5/4 with Flying and Lifelink, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, untap all your creatures, then deal X damage to target creature or battle, where X is the number of creatures untapped this way.
My God. Just run
Evil.
Halo Fountain. That's crazy.
Hey, fuck you. Fuck you. Stop talking about Halo Fountain.
This
Stop
might
talking about
yeah.
Halo Fountain.
Come on, man. You know Halo Fountain. You know it.
You know I love
You know
water.
I'm into
You know I love moving water. Come on, man. Please.
Come on.
Please. Give me some of that moving water. This is super fine. Super fine for
Yeah.
sure.
A Convoke deck. We don't see enough of those. I like Convoke. It's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this. I think this would be the type of commander I would assume has to be played at bracket 2, which is nice and fun, and then maybe you can make it bracket 3. Oh, stationing is crazy.
Station, and it does damage to battles. So this could be a
Yeah.
mono white battle deck where you throw in a bunch of battles. Wait a second. I've seen the vision here.
All right, next we have Avalanor, Ancient Elementor, a 9 mana 7/7 with Convoke, also has Vigilance, Trample, Reach, and when this creature enters, put a shield counter on each creature that convoked it.
Whoa, sick.
Nice, clean. I like that. Yeah, I think in the 99 of like a Naya or Selesnya deck, I can see both of these, particularly if you have a bunch of Convoke payoffs.
Yeah. There's like one Convoke commander, I think. Like one guy
Not
who's
once
like,
Elikman's done with the game. I'll tell you what, man.
yeah,
Once Elikman
yeah,
has
yeah.
had his way with
Teamwork
this
makes the
game,
dream
there's
work.
about to be
Yeah.
fucking 57 Convoke commanders.
We need more power of friendship cards. Like this
Yeah.
is fun.
All right,
What are
next,
your thoughts on like the cards that are everybody can pay mana for them?
I
The Journey Togethers or whatever it's called.
I think they're cute. They just like it's one of those things where they're cute enough that nobody ever fucking plays them.
Yeah.
Even when I try, even at like cutesy tables, it just ends up being like So the journey that gets you lands, I actually firmly do not like. I have resolved and had that resolved against me many games in a row, and I have found that giving everybody access to mana grinds games to a fucking halt. Because what happens is you do it and it's like, oh my god, it's hilarious that we all have like 8 lands
Four
or
more land.
the
Yeah,
10
four more
lands or
land.
whatever, and then everybody gets to their turn and they short circuit trying to figure out how to use all of it as effectively as possible. Um, and the card draw one I haven't seen, Minds Aglow, I think it is. I have not seen Minds Aglow resolved enough to have a super strong opinion about it, but I do have very strong opinions about Group Hug that is ramping everybody, and I despise it.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
How dare you?
Not not because it's like everyone grinds, but I'm like, play your big thing, bro. Like if
If people did, God, if God, I want that. Hey, man,
yeah,
listen,
I don't understand. It's one of
if
those things like, dude, I just gave you all the mana. Just skip
right,
for
if
freaking
it's like
like
we all
50.
got 9 mana, you have to. If it was like I will give you 5 lands if you only cast the most expensive thing in your hand next turn. Hell,
Yeah,
fucking yeah. But it's always like, oh my God, now I can triple spell, and one of these spells is card draw, and so I'm gonna change my fucking mind halfway through
yeah.
this turn. Like
That's
that's how it's
yucky,
always
yucky.
happened for me.
Yeah, no.
That's what
They
I
should make
like
this spell where it's
the
like everyone reveals their hand and then plays the highest mana thing they can, and then it's like,
What I like more is the shipwright card from Lord of the Rings,
yes.
where
Oh
you
my God, I
vote
love that
and
card.
then
Everyone
if
votes.
you yeah somebody gets to like just flop something in. That's great
Yeah,
because then there's none of that analysis paralysis and something fucked
yeah.
up happens.
I
Uh,
love it.
okay, next
Uh,
Okari Dara Spirefall, a 5 mana saga. Step 1, draw 2. Step 2, each player chooses 2 creatures they control. Destroy all other non-saga non-land permanents, and then permanent spells you cast this turn have Convoke.
huh.
Kind of I'm a little bit confused by
Yeah, two and
me.
three are really
Right,
throwing me
2 and
for a
3
loop
really
here.
hate each other. They really fucking
Yeah.
hate each other, especially because you're destroying every other non-saga non-land permanent, so you can't even
So
break
where do your
parity
engines
by
go? Yeah, all
right,
your
you can't
little.
set up like an enchantment or an artifact that's doing this. You can't like really the only thing that would feel good to me there is like I've played Adeline and I keep Adeline flawless maneuver. We can't be like, oh, it's fine if a
His
board
thing,
wipe chops my dick
yeah.
off because Teferi's protection exists. We're not doing
Yeah.
that. But I like that you get something right away. I like that we are terminating in maybe a big turn. Um, but I feel like 2 and 3.
Trying to think of like how to make this even.
Yeah, like the setup that makes 2 into 3 feel good feels so it feels so conditional as to make me worried about it.
Yeah, because chapter three is literally like your one spell costs two less.
Right. Uh unless this is Bant, I have 15 brand new saga creatures. If we have that, then this card fucking rocks.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, wait a second. Saga creatures could be interesting. But
I think we could swap the order of this. Like if you swap the orders around, it would probably feel better. It just feels
then
really
you get all those
bad.
ETBs and then explode them all, which could be fun.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah. I guess for a saga deck it does make sense, but it has to be a summon deck.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to move on
Tom
to the
Bombadil shenanigans.
yeah, oh god. We're gonna move on to Morghast Archai, a 6 mana 3/3 with flash and flying. When this creature enters, choose one, counter a spell, or draw 3 cards, then discard a card. And you can reconstruct it, which means to cast it from your graveyard by sacking a permanent in addition to its other costs. If you do, it enters with a finality counter. Hmm.
6 mana for a counter
Right.
or draw three.
I feel like this is where the limited balance is fighting the commander balance, because in
Yeah.
limited, hell yeah. 6 mana flash flying creature that gives me card velocity, best fucking thing
Yeah,
ever.
that's huge. And
Commander,
yeah, I can do it twice. Yeah.
yeah, commander, if I don't have a flicker engine, I am I am laying on the ground. I am having chest pains.
Yeah. This
But I
shit's
think I think that happens every set. I think that is
yeah.
this is a
This is
dope
a
fucking
limited
limited
bomb,
card.
not
Yeah.
a yeah, not a commander card.
Yeah, like
But I know for sure they give this like the most beautiful card treatment.
yeah.
They make this thing look so good. This thing looks a beautiful, but then it's like dog shit. And you can't play it in
hmm
commander.
Uh,
I assume, White Bread asked what card velocity is. It's I assume the you
it's
have more
when
cards in your
you
hand.
flick your cards really quickly, like Brian Kibler. Brian
Yeah.
Kibler has crazy card velocity, or it's getting through your deck. So there's like cards in hand, and then like drawing a lot, and then discarding a lot. Like imagine this said draw 8, discard 8. You have incredible card velocity. You have very poor card advantage, but you have incredible card velocity.
Yeah. You just saw like a tenth of your deck
Right.
in a millisecond. So you fix whatever problem you needed with that. Yeah. Yeah. This
Uh,
card's getting limited, not getting commander, but
Next,
looks sick.
Liege Kavalos. A 5 mana black 4/4 with first strike. Whenever you sack one or more permanents with a mana value of 1 or greater, make a 2/2 black skeleton knight creature token. And whenever this creature attacks, surveil 2. I love that we gave him an attack trigger. Like that's ever gonna matter,
Yeah, this thing you do not swing this guy at all. You sit him
bro.
in the back and you sack things around him
That is the
over and over
cuck
and over
horse
again.
that he is sitting on.
Yeah.
Uh Oh, for Spirefall, it represents the elves fucking up and nearly wiping themselves out by unleashing world-breaking magic. After they realized their mistake, their creator god returned and taught them how to reconnect and heal the land through elvish Buddhism. You got anybody capture the idea knowing that? I think knowing that, you've captured the idea well, and there just has to be, like, saga creatures in this set or pre-con, or like you would only play that card in a saga creature deck because otherwise the board wiping yourself is too steep.
Yeah.
Um I do think Menace would be better than First Strike. I think this is again limited versus Commander. In limited, fucking awesome. In Commander, cuck chair. Both are fine. Does that feel about right, Quips? Or do you have any
Yeah.
disagreements there?
No, I'm just thinking about how many skeleton guys this guy could make. That's
I'm
it.
just thinking about bones, you know.
I'm just thinking about
I'm
bones.
on my
He's
I'm on
got a
my
lot.
real I'm on my dog shit right now.
I'm on my bone. Yeah, yeah. I'm in the dog house thinking about bones.
Next, we got Bone to the Nexus, an Esper artifact with spells you cast from your graveyard cost 2 less. You can tap it to give target creature or artifact card in your graveyard not named Bone to the Nexus gains Reconstruct until end of turn. Activate only once each turn.
Real quick, are you pronouncing that wrong on purpose?
What do you mean?
Bone tithe.
You mean Bone Tithy?
Bony tithy. I hardly know.
Yeah, I'm always
I
I
like
am
her. I like her
always
bony
rage
titty,
baiting
bro.
a small amount. Oh, Little
Okay,
Mixed Dude, thank you for the 10-bit cheer.
I like that.
Enjoy being Moss. Um, Alec, man, I think the thing is like you kind of can't improve them. Like this is part of the cycle of life and death is that every set needs limited bombs that are not balanced in such a way that it makes them compelling for commander, but they are still compelling limited bombs. And there's ways to do stuff with them. It's just very narrow. Because by cuck chair I don't mean you're not playing him. We mean Liege Kavalos in Commander. He's just never attacking. Like every aristocrat or sack deck is playing Liege Kavalos, but they're just like, yeah, you stay home, buddy. We
Yeah.
got we got
You're
bones to
not the
make.
surveil 2 is not worth your 5 mana life. Like your
Right.
existence is more value to me as a token
Mm-hmm.
generator.
Because that 4/4 is like not living. How should I fix my Kirby cards? Little McDoom says. I don't think you necessarily need to fix them. They're extremely cute, and if you want them to be low power, they're done very well. If you want to fix my perceived issue with them, I would just pump the power up a little bit or drop the mana cost a little bit on everything but the last one. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just like you have designed cards for 2018 Magic, and we're
Yeah,
in the
I
big
was just about to say
2-5.
that's yeah,
We're in the
you're
big
playing
two
old
five.
Magic.
Shit's crazy now. It's a dystopia. You gotta keep up. We're in the Fallout world. You gotta keep up with the rad beasts. Okay,
All right.
how you feel about giving shit reconstruct?
I mean, this is one of those things I'd never see no more. This is 2018 Magic where I'm like, what is this? Reconstruct. Spells from the graveyard cost 2 less. I think it'd be cool. Hang on, what is it? Tap 4 target creature. Reconstruct. Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, I wish it gave reconstruct, and that's exactly what it does. Okay,
And then Elegman, Santa Claus here for you.
yeah. Uh, I like it. I like it. I love the Necrons, and this is very Necron. I think exactly Necron uh, type shit, and so
Yeah,
graveyard stuff. Yeah, yeah. I like it. I like this one.
I like it. It's very solid. I'm trying to think of what the ceiling is, and the ceiling is not high, but is incredibly satisfying. Of like,
Yeah,
I play things that make a token, and then every turn I sack the thing for value and reconstruct using the
construct
token.
it. Yeah,
That's pretty hot.
or I get to keep my stuff alive basically by reconstructing it
Yeah.
over and over again. It's pretty cool. And stuff from the graveyard. I mean, even this, if you're not like reconstructing or you don't want to have that, stuff from your graveyard costing 2 less is just banging
That's also very
already.
fucking good for Esper decks.
Because that's like the new Goblin, Green Goblin guy does this basically, and he's
Mm-hmm.
fucking great. And so, yeah, I like it.
All right,
You're just
next.
gonna go, yeah, unearth something or put him in there. Yeah,
Yeah, big
load
cheap
six
unearth,
F.
big. There's something there. I enjoy it.
Yeah, there's,
All right,
I like
next
it.
we got Kenish On, Staff of Spirits, and Esper equipment. Equipped creature gets lifelink and death touch. Whenever the equipped creature deals combat damage to a player or battle, you can effectively reanimate something with mana
Yeah,
value X or less, X being equal to the damage. And equip Wizard for 2 or equip anything else for $10 million.
yeah, for never, unless you have like the knights who are like, it's actually free, by the way.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah. For
this one's on me, buddy.
don't even
Have this one
fucking
on me.
try it, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Who's the hold on. Alec Man, this is gonna decide if you get banned from the channel or not. I'm gonna look up Tivit, and if Wizard is on this motherfucker's type line, you're going straight to hell. Sphinx Rogue, you're good. You're good. Round of applause.
Seller of Secrets, yeah.
Yeah, that's cute. I
Or the
think
other
that's
two.
fine. I think that's fine. I'm trying to think of what the most fucked up wizard would be in Esper, like the most fucked up Esper wizard.
I don't think you even build wizards with this, right?
Well,
Like, I mean,
I think your commander is a good wizard. I don't think you build wizards, but I think your commander has the
yeah,
wizard
your
type
commander's a
line,
good one.
and then you do
Yeah,
like a reanimate deck.
yeah. Is amount of damage equipped to? Yeah, I mean, you just get is a Ledger Shredder a wizard? Because I feel like that guy's great. Because then you put stuff
Oh,
in your
Ledger Shredder
graveyard.
could hold this, yeah. Okay, I think it's probably one of the Zers
Yeah,
who are 1 power. So that's super fine. Yeah, you're good. You chillin'.
yeah.
Send triplets,
Well,
don't
you I
invoke
was
their name.
don't say that name. Yeah.
Don't invoke that fucking name right now.
My other thing is like you put this on like put this on the what is who's the like what any of those like when it enters you can like put equipment on them or whatever. So you just go like, hey, I'm just gonna put a bunch of uh is Sidar Jabari these colors? Like the Eminence guy? Is he these
Oh, he
colors or is he
is,
different?
yeah.
Because then you just like you're doing knights and knights already love equipment. And so or like reduce equipment costs and stuff like that. So
Yeah, yeah.
you're putting stuff in your thing with your shitty Eminence and then you're getting all this stuff back. That's pretty fun. I like this one.
I enjoy
Or
it.
artifact card too. So you don't. I think this is better than regular creature reanimate because you can get
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
your
much better. Getting a
your big
non-creature
things in.
artifact back is huge.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna pump it up real quick so I can get my portal to Phyrexia back. Thank
Oh,
you.
shut the fuck up, shut the fuck
Thank
up.
you. Thank you.
I'm casting hatred. No, I'm not winning the game. I'm board wiping you.
Or
Uh,
webbing.
all right. Quips, read us Brood Terror.
All right. I was wondering. I was like, do I ever read it, or do I just get to commentate? All right, Brood Terror. 5 and a red for a rat mutant menace. Lend a claw. 3 and a red. Discard your hand. Draw X, where X is the greatest mana value among cards in your graveyard. Only once per turn, and only as a sorcery.
Holy
Uh,
fuck, that is so good. What the shit?
yeah. Mana value. Where's that big sign of Draco or whatever? Just throw them in there. Now you're drawing 12
Yeah, like
or
I'm in.
whatnot.
I think the shard this is for in the draft sets Grixis, but I'm just imagining like Rakdos.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Oh
Phyrex.
my god.
Oh, not Phyrexian Dreadnought. Opposite thing. You need to like mill or entomb a massive mana value shithead, and then it's 4 mana. Draw like
8.
12.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Uh, you.
Put this in a Shieldred deck, like the Rakdos
Mhm.
Shieldred, and then draw draw a billion. Everyone loses a billion life.
Yeah.
And this is
Once per
oh,
turn,
someone
and
said Sick with Norman. Yeah, wait a second. Oh
once
my
per turn,
god.
and only as a sorcery are good. Are good handbrakes. It's still like most of what's saving this is that the creature is so expensive.
Yeah.
So it's like turn 7, but you draw so much. This might have to be an exhaust ability, and then you get into the other like in limited terrifying because it
Yeah.
is a 6/5 with menace, and you then you draw like even if you draw just like 5 cards, that is more than enough to be like, oh fuck, this person won the limited game. And then
Yeah.
in Commander, you still might get people playing this because 4 mana repeatable draw
Yeah.
12 is that's desirable. It's really expensive, but it is desirable.
Yeah. What if he tapped to do it? Because I still think 4 mana tap, like you, or it depends on how much you draw for, but
Ooh,
that way it's like,
greatest mana value among cards discarded with the ability. I think that would save it.
yeah, that would
That
be,
would yeah.
because then it's like, yeah,
Because then in limited, you're still gonna get probably some number of cards. Um, yeah, I like that.
yeah, this card's cool.
All right, tell me about always more bodies.
All right, let's see. There's always more bodies. 200 red for a sorcery. Ruination. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except it's got haste. Sack it at the beginning of the next end step. If the total mana value among cards in your graveyard is greater than or equal to 13, create 2 of those tokens instead. Huh.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's not too bad. That's good. I like that.
I like that.
Two
I
for
think
2 for 3 is good. Doesn't get around the legend rule, which is great. Can't do too many shenanigans with it.
I
We
think
love
this
this
is
deck as
another
like the
one that would
yeah.
this walks the line well of uh we can you could play this in limited and a lot of commander decks would want it
Yeah.
because that
Because I
graveyard
love a
threshold
card that's
thing.
good early, like not too bad early, and then great late. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? When you've got milled out by somebody or you've got a bunch of stuff.
yeah,
This with
this one.
Master Multiplied in the command zone, yeah.
Shut
You
your
are
little
I
mouth. Shut
love
your
you.
little
That
mouth.
is
Don't
so
speak his
good.
name.
So juicy. Don't speak his come on, Send Triplets is way worse than my cute little master,
We
dude.
got
You
a
slow
lot of
down.
names we can't speak, man. That's all I'm saying.
True,
There's a
true.
lot of Voldemorts in this fucking game. All
This
right.
guy's good though.
Let's move on to always 3 claw steps ahead.
Oh,
Read for me, Guac boy.
all right. 1 and a blue for an enchantment. Ruination. Beginning of your upkeep, choose one. Total mana value among cards in your graveyard is greater than or equal to 13. You get to choose one or more instead. Surveil 2. Target creature you control connives.
Hmm.
It's not terrible, but for 1 and a blue, I feel like my 1 and a blue, I'd rather have like a ledger shredder, right? Like I'd rather have
Well, yeah, but so would everybody. It came free with your
Yeah,
having 2 mana.
yeah.
They also ask the first draft of this card was the static effect of Underrealm Lich on an enchantment, but my friend said it was too busted. I disagreed but changed it. Yeah, you give me 1 and a blue. If you would draw a card, check top 3, put 1 in hand, rest in graveyard, that card gets banned tomorrow.
Yeah, that's insane.
That is ridiculous. That is like you 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 tie down the designer who made it and you make them watch the entire history of Magic the Gathering design. That's way too good.
Yeah.
We but for this enchantment,
It's not bad. It like surveils for itself, so it eventually gets you that mana value. So then you can surveil, put something you want on top, draw it with the connive, discard something you don't want.
I think this is actually quite good depending on
Yeah. How set up you
how
want to be.
aggressive the limited format is, because being able to
Yeah.
connive every turn is like super fucking strong. That's part of what makes Norman Osborn good.
It's true. Yeah, the +1 counters are great. Or even I
Yeah.
mean like the land selection, like sometimes you just
Mhm.
get so many lands in limited and stuff.
Yeah, this shit
Pretty
goes
cool.
hard.
Yeah.
All right. Hell Pit Abomination. A 5 mana 5/5 with menace, and on death make X 1/1 black rat creature tokens, but this token can't block, where X is the number of counters on this creature. Sack an on-land permanent, Monstrosity X, where X is a sacked permanent's mana value, X cannot be 0.
This is the quickest add to that rat who gives all his rats like to infect or whatever. This thing is what that thing is. Oh my god, bunch of 1/1 rats that can't block. You can only monstrosity once though, right? If I recall rules, unless it's like you can
Yeah, you
keep
can only Monstrosity only works if the creature is not already monstrous,
a
and so you
monster.
have
Yeah.
to play him, play something else that costs 1 million, get a bunch of counters on him, and then if you kill him, you get to replace him with a lot of other guys. I think this is another like great in limited, great in limited, and then the rat decks and commander play it, and nobody else does.
I could see it being in like a Rakdos Fling deck as well, or like a
I
Fling slash like sacrifice deck. Yeah, because
I
he comes
doubt it
down.
just because the stack benefit is based off mana value and not power. Like
Oh yeah,
most of those Rakdos cheatery decks are trying to go like, okay,
power. Yeah.
I've played a thing that is much larger, um, much larger than its money should be, and then I fling that motherfucker, or I like
And then I
pump
fling it.
something's
Yeah.
power, and then I fling that motherfucker at you. But in limited, it's hot as hell.
Mm. Somebody said Henzi. Hey, that's a name I like to say.
It's
This guy's good.
I would not, you could not pay me to put this in Henzi. I play really bad cards in my Henzi deck. You could not pay me to get
You don't
this
want a
guy in
little
there.
big rat guy who draws you a card, makes you 5/1/1
He
rats.
he won't make me 5 if he it's counters on him.
Oh my.
If he dies
Yeah, wait
without
a
me having
second.
sacrificed something else, he's just a dead
That
five
sucks
five.
then.
Yeah.
Who said that? Ban that guy. Who said
Who
Henzi, bro?
said
Ban
that?
that guy.
Ban that guy. All right,
Ban
I'm
that
sorry,
guy.
Dark Oasis. Gotta go.
Sorry, dog. Ban that guy.
Quips has asked for your removal. You gotta go.
Yeah, get that guy out of here.
Oh, this will
All
be
right.
fun.
Ogre.
Hold on.
Ogre Tyrant.
This will
One
be good
black,
rage
red,
bait.
green.
Wait. King Cow's asking if you've watched One Piece.
Uh, no, I have not. It would take me 1,000 years to watch it at this point. I know of it. I know of Power System and stuff, but
Mm-hmm. All right.
not aware. So I'll wait for the. I'll wait to see King Cow say something funny about that.
That fuck. All right. Tell me about Ogre Tyrant.
All right. She's one black, red, green, ogre warrior, menace, trample, bully in the first degree, engorge for 5. You lose X and draw X, where X is the greatest mana value among permanents you sacked this turn. Activate only during your turn and only once each turn. 4/5.
So for your edification, Engorge is you can sack something when you activate the ability, and it reduces the cost of the ability by the mana value of the thing you sacrificed. Pips count.
Oh,
So if you
okay.
sack Henzi to this, it only costs 2 colorless.
Okay.
So it's a way to sacrifice
To
something.
my stuff and then draw off of that. Okay. We have got a lot of these kind of cards where it's like you sack a thing, you lose that much, you draw that much.
Mm-hmm.
Usually like a zombie type effect. I like it. It's kind of like Ziatora E in my head, where you get value from sacking stuff.
Yeah, I
It's
think
pretty
this
cool.
one's chill. I think Menace Trample. I think 4/5 Menace Trample is probably enough to make this a rare on its own, and then Bully in the first degree is just a cherry on top. Um, Elikman, I agree that it is a little bit awkward that your effects are keying off mana value instead of power. I think you stay the course and just try to find a way to make it work. Like, you got to be different at some point, right? You got to be freaky. Let yourself be freaky. I think there's potential here.
You got to make it something fun. Like how many letters are in its name? Then we get crazy. Then that's something like,
All right, nope.
now, hear me out, guys. It should be how many? Does its text rhyme? That would be fun. All right. Tell me about Frost Lord on the Stonehorn.
Hold on, I had to ban somebody from the Discord. Now I'll tell you about,
All right. Tell
who'd
me
you
about the
say?
Frost Lord.
Russelin Jenkins. Frost Lord on Stone Horde. A 6 mana 5/5 with Trample and Haste. And Gorge 5 to Monstrosity 3. When it attacks, deal damage equal to its power to up to one target creature you don't control. If this creature is monstrous, the excessive damage is dealt to that creature's controller instead.
Whoa. Okay. That's cool. So you're like, you better not play any 1/1s, or I'm fucking
You better not play
blasting you.
any fucking 1/1. You better not play any motherfuckers.
I'm about to get blasted.
This
Yeah,
is
5 damage
Dwayne.
already is great.
This is the fucking ogre version of just a hick with a shotgun.
Yeah, he
Because if you
solos Naruto. Yeah, he
he
fights
does he
what
does solo the
shotgun
Naruto
beats. Yeah,
verse.
Goku or whatever.
This is definitely a rare. This is like,
Yeah,
I play this,
this
you
is
don't
great.
remove it, I win the game.
Yeah.
Oh, not even because you have haste. Holy fuck!
Oh my
Wow.
God. Yeah. So
Uh,
you're gonna for sure at least get one blast. You might not do the damage unless you monstrosity, but by the time you have like 6 mana to throw around, you've got something on the battlefield that you're down to get rid of.
yeah.
That's
I mean, I'm
awesome.
thinking like in limited, this just fucking rips the game in half. I do worry
Yeah, this
about. I think Jundex would actually. Oh, you know what? This guy would play in Henzi. I would play him. I would play him in Henzi just to be like, I don't have to play a removal spell. I have Frost Lord.
got this guy. He's my removal spell.
Little McStoom, your son is very, very cute. Waddle Dee is adorable. All right, this card fucks.
Yeah, this one's sick.
Tell me about the Law of the Maw.
Law of the Ma. Law of the Ma. All right, black, red, green, enchantment. Whenever you sack a permanent with mana value 1 or greater, let's go. Put X +1 counters on target creature you control, where X is the sacrifice permanent mana value. Hell yeah.
Low key unplayable, unfortunately. In my mind, I'm trying to think of what.
Mm.
I'm trying to think of where you would do it, but the fact that the permanents have to have a mana value means we cut out lands, we cut out most tokens, which is like based of you. It's
The
good.
main strategy, yeah, that's the
Um, the Henzi and Ziatora decks want it, but if you're not already sacrificed, like I think this is like number one trap card in the draft, probably. Ceiling's
I'm trying
really
to think.
high though. Crush could probably do it. Yeah, it's I think the ceiling is high. The floor is like flooded. The floor is a flooded basement. I think that's okay. I think that can exist. I don't know. Are you drafting this at any point, or if you get this in a pre-release, is it making it in your deck?
To like really have a good thing going with sacrifice stuff. Well, because the thing in Unlimited is like, yeah, if I sack it, I'm probably never getting it back. So
Yeah.
like, I'd rather have like a board of like shitty things that at least will protect my life, as opposed to like one bigger but easier to just like, I disintegrate your thing.
Right.
Goodbye. You put all your eggs in one basket. I eat your basket, and so
Yeah. This
yeah,
is the This is the rare that I see in pack one, pick one that makes me go like, oh fuck, I lost this draft.
Yeah.
The, I mean, it's hard, Elegman. It's hard to do what Jund does in Commander in the limited format because Jund in Commander really likes to consolidate all of its board state into different types of value, and you can do that in Commander because you have the space and the time to set up recursion loops. In limited, you just need like, I need bodies. I need fucking bodies right now. Um, so I think this becomes like an enchantment that a couple Commander decks really, really love, and you just pass every time. Pass in limited every single time, which does happen.
Yeah. You would need something like what? Like all will be one, or something where like when you put counters on something, it does something.
Or
'Cause-
you need to be scamming. Like
yeah.
if you have a way to be getting the sack permanents back, it's totally fine. But let's move on to the Great Maw Pot. Jund, tap, sack a creature, draw X, lose X, where X is a sacrificed creature's mana value. Activate only once each turn.
That is
God.
limited great again in Henzi. Like this guy, yeah.
Yeah,
Is
Commander staple, undraftable, and limited, I think.
yeah. We eat good
Like
when it's in our deck, but yeah, not in
it
limited though.
I'm trying to imagine like turn three play to lose a blocker. I mean, I guess you could use it to do
So
something
on their
cute
turn.
if you have like
Yeah.
if you have bad blocks, but it's just so much of limited is dominated by do I have more guys than you that going down a creature to go down life to then go up cards. That's why I said in a bad blocking situation, I am respecting the potential to activate this on your opponent's turn. Maybe with warp creatures, I mean maybe, but then you just end
Then
up
you
losing
never get
life,
him back.
right?
Yeah.
And you don't have a warp creature to cast. Like it's just for the same reason that like Dragoon's Wyvern overperformed, I feel like this card underperforms because you lose a blocker, which is the single most important thing you can have in the limited format, is like having a blocker or having removal. And you can get a lot of draw, but I feel like this just makes you like you lose games having drawn 30 cards in deck. Should I have it give you life like Disciple of Bolas?
That might be interesting.
Then I worry about that being too good, but I think that is at least worth a shot. No, Manatee, it needs to be no time. We're not talking about time counters. We're not talking about time counters.
What if it exiled with the time count? Don't say that name. Don't say that name. That's one of the forbidden names. Time counter.
But yeah, I like at least trying it with life gain because then you're like, okay, I lose a blocker, but I have gained stability. Like I have traded
Yeah,
on
I've
board
mitigated some
stability
of the
for life total
downside.
stability. I like that. Free Guild Garrison. Quips, tell me about it.
Yeah. All right. 2 and a white for an artifact. Beginning of your end step. If you control one or more tapped creatures, put a recruitment counter on this artifact. Remove a recruitment counter from this artifact. Create a 1/1 red human soldier creature token once each turn and only as a sorcery. Then you can remove 2 to create 3 1/1 red as a token as a sorcery only once. So you get a buy one get one if you are able to get up to 2.
Yeah, if you're able to wait. So if you control
Yeah.
tap creatures, get thing. If you remove it immediately, get one thing. If you remove it later, get two thing. Or get three thing.
Yeah. I mean you always have like a tapped creature. Like that's pretty much in limited and probably also in commander like this does. You'll get recruitment counters for sure.
Yeah, I think it's
I feel like this
better
goes
in
this goes
Commander.
crazy with Tilo, right? Like you just proliferate the shit out of this.
Oh yeah, yeah. Proliferation super fucked up. You make this effectively says like I make three 1/1s every turn. So it's but notably, I think it is like just good enough that limited decks would try it.
Yeah.
Like I think that make 3/1/1s is so fucking juicy, especially if I'm in like the Naya shard, that I would be like, yeah, 3 mana, I will tap out for an artifact that doesn't do anything without setup because the ceiling is high enough.
Yeah. Those 3/1/1s are gonna get buffed to hell. Like they're
Oh
gonna be
yeah.
good. And even if you're like on the back foot, you still probably can at least be like, fuck, give me one guy. I'll take the one
Yeah,
guy.
fuck, make me a chump blocker. Make me a chump
Yeah.
blocker.
Like he's got a big guy coming at me. Or he board wiped or whatever, and I need
Yeah.
some stuff.
All
Yeah.
right, let me holler at you about Vigor of Champions, a 2-mana enchantment. It's 1 and a green. When you activate the ability of a creature you control that is not a mana ability, put a resolve counter on this enchantment. Only triggers once each turn. Creatures you control have trample and get +1/+1 for each resolve counter on this enchantment.
Oh my god. Yeah, no wonder
Oh fuck!
Electman said
It's
just
later
wait.
hoof. God damn
Yeah.
it! It's layaway hoof.
It's level up hoof. Yeah, wow. There we go. Okay.
I
Put this in the Kirby deck, because then Kirby gets to slurp on people's abilities and makes a billion. That's
this
crazy.
this feels like
Dude, even
you.
just one counter, you get trample on all your creatures. Like that's
Yeah, like
already
you have designed, I think, an instant commander staple for these types of for any decks with like activated abilities, and something that I would again probably not take until like pack 2 or 3.
yeah. Because this is like an ascension where it's like you gotta have like if there was a at 3 counters or at 4 things, your creatures have trample and like then that text activates. Because
Yeah,
that's
I
already like we
mean,
have Beastmaster like +5/+5, but this is you can get incremental value already. Yeah.
yeah, I think this kicks Fear Grid in half, quite
Yeah.
frankly.
This is
Um,
and activated abilities +1. Yeah, this is gonna go.
Turn 3
It's going any
+4
of those.
+4 trample for 2 mana in commander. I don't think it's that strong because you need a 0 mana activated ability that is not a mana ability for that to happen. But I do think it's like pretty fucking quickly you have Beastmaster Ascension plus trample for 2 mana that won't go away unless you have enchantment removal and will only get better. And yeah, this card is like cracked in half, and I'm still not sure. No, I'd probably pick it in. It's so cracked that I would pick it in limited anyway. If I saw this pack one, pick one, I would just take it and be like, I will find a way to make this work
Yeah.
because that's so powerful.
Not to mention you can like a Beastmaster Ascension you can proliferate by the way. Like you can speed it up even
Yeah.
faster if you wanted to. Yeah, nasty.
All right,
The
Nexus
Merfolks
Siphon.
love this. Yeah.
Sure. Nexus Siphon. 2 mana Naya artifact with tap exerted. Add X mana in any combination of colors where X is the number of tapped creatures you control. Activate only on your turn and only as a sorcery.
Sick.
Pretty cute, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. No point untapping it on other people's turns. I like that. And you only I don't know if we need to exert it though, right?
I think we fucking do. This could be quite
Yeah.
a lot.
Naya, yeah. I'm thinking about my homeboy's cat and dog deck. Never mind. Yeah, that's too much
I'm
mana.
thinking about the Convoke players. They don't deserve this much mana. Because that's who this
Yeah.
is for. This is for
Then you're double dipping, yeah.
yeah, this is for Naya
Triple
Convoke
dipping.
for sure.
Yeah.
But I think it's
Triple
hot.
dipper.
I think it's hot as it is. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me about the Dawnbringer's Crusade.
All right. 2 red, green, white, little Naya enchantment. Create 3/1/1 red human soldier creature tokens. Oh my god, look, I have to like zoom in. Creatures you control have tap, exert this creature, put a +1 counter on target creature you control. And then chapter 3, search your library for up to X basic lands, where X is the number of tapped creatures you control. Put those cards onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Good god.
Okay. So we're trying we make 3/1/1s. We exert them to Voltron one guy. Or we exert our whole board to Voltron one guy, and then we ramp to 1,000,000.
Yeah.
Elegman, I think Vigor of Champions need to be fixed. I think this has to be fixed 100%. I think this card is way too fucking good given the density of non-mana ability activated abilities you have in the set. Operation, that's why we have Exert. Um I think
Yeah,
this one's pretty good.
yeah, this is cool because you're giving up your next untap step to get a bunch of lands
Mm-hmm.
and Voltron one guy, relatively. Yeah, that turn
I
will be
think
explosive for sure.
you would definitely draft this just because it makes 3/1/1. And then everything else is just kind of a cherry on top.
Yeah,
Little
it's
Big
all
Stu,
bonus.
thank you for the 10 bits. Can't wait to play Nexus Siphon in my Gruul deck when they change the hybrid mana rule. We're just gonna zoom in real quick. Neither can I, big dog.
Yeah, this one's cool. I like Dawnbringer Crusade. Exert is cool.
Yeah, I like Dawnbringer's Crusade. For the green resolve enchantment, I feel like it has to be, if it's gonna be this cheap, it has to do as chat said, like the ascension things, and not turn on until you have a lot of counters on. Like the what's making it feel too good right now is the ability to just like getting +1/+1 on your whole board on turn 3 in a limited game is quite good. Getting +2/+2 on turn 4, you've won. You have won that game. Every creature you play comes in 2 power toughness higher. Game's over. But if it didn't turn on until like 4 or 5, then it would be a very much see you later hoof,
Yeah.
where it gets scary eventually, but you don't just start winning instantly.
Yeah. I can see you even getting rid of the ability triggers only once each turn, because then you have to activate a bunch of
Nah,
abilities.
shut your
So if
mouth.
you
Shut your
have,
mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
I'm saying if you got like 5 activated things and you activate them all, yeah, I'll let you have it. You know what I'm saying?
My man has never seen a zero cost ability in his life.
Never, never. You're playing Vivi with this guy. Let's go.
All right, we're gonna move on to Agumon's cards. Um, this is Fortnitification,
Oh my
a
goodness.
5 mana legendary enchantment that says for Wooburg, you may cast a creature spell that is in Fortnite from your hand or library without paying its mana cost. Activate only as a sorcery. Immediately banned from Commander, banned from life, banned from my home. Get out of here.
Get it out of here.
I think even this is a joke card, but even as a shitposty card, um, being able to 5 mana play from deck, I think
Yeah,
is too
it's just
much.
tutor. Yeah, you just tutor for your Miles Morales or your other Spider-Man that actually exist now.
Mm-hmm.
Or you get your 5 mana turtle guy, right? Because there's the new
Yeah.
I'm only looking at what the pictures have. Yeah.
There's so much shit. You have so many targets, and they're not like it's not game breaking in a CEDH thing, but this is the type of card where you play it in a casual pod, and everybody is like, "Please don't do that again."
Yeah.
All right, next from Storm V Rider, tell me about No More Mutants.
No more mutants. Oh, hell yeah. This is from the House of M storyline in the X-Men. Anyway, I think. Okay, 3, 2 white, 2 black, legendary sorcery. You can only cast it if you've got a legendary thingy. Choose a creature type, exile all creatures of the chosen type. Each player reveals their hand and library, then exiles all creature types of the chosen type from their hand, library, and graveyard. Each player shuffles. Exile no more mutants. Hell yeah. I
That's
love this. My
so
buddies
fucking
play so
evil.
much dragons and dinosaurs and stuff where you just be like, no more
You're
dragon.
you're going to hell, dude.
That's so awesome.
This is
I
this is the
love this.
most balanced card that would be pre-banned if it came in a set.
They would never let this
They would
fly
get it would get the
because this
Iona it
makes
would
the
get the
game
Iona
so fun
treatment.
for everybody but one
Right.
guy. Oh,
One dumb motherfucker. I named dinosaurs and your friend Ricky just burst into ashes.
yeah, it just turns to dust. That's so awesome. Slivers, oh, that would probably be the best one. I feel like that would feel so satisfying. Get rid
Yeah,
of
this is
all this stuff.
tremendous flavor, tremendous shit post. Could not, could not be legal for a single day in Commander.
Oh, I love it so much.
All right, Golgari
Could you
Medallion.
copy it and like choose other creature types? Like you're like, I get like four. I'm gonna
No, shut,
copy this
shut
shit.
the fuck up. Shut the fuck
I'm gonna
up.
copy this
No.
shit.
Boberation has sent in Golgari Medallion, which is 2 green to make green spells you cast cost black less to cast. That's the worst card I've ever seen. Um, so every deck that I don't know
This is
would
like just for like Nath or any of those like little
right. It hits
Golgari
generic.
builds.
It hits generic, so it does hit.
Oh, it does. I
Yeah,
hate
yeah,
rules.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
So stupid.
Alec Man. No, it does not change my evaluation. If it reducing generic makes it actually pretty good, I think it's just super
Yeah,
specific.
yeah.
I think the is
Because
it
like
one would be
I
scary. It depends. If you made the is it one 2 red to reduce by a blue, broken. If you made it
yeah.
2 blue to reduce by a red, fine.
Meh, meh. Not enough red cantrips to make that busted.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool.
All right,
This is very cool.
Helios or Quips, tell me about Helios's Zekrom.
Zekrom. Oh my god. First of all, hell yeah. Zekrom is one of my favorite Pokemons from I had the version where you could catch this guy. Oh my god, so good. Anyway, Zekrom shocking ideals. 3 and Mardu for a Dracone. Flying trample when he enters or attacks, you may sack another creature. If you do, search your library for an enchantment card, reveal it, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. When an enchantment you control enters, Zekrom deals 2 damage to each opponent and he's a 5/5. All right.
What's the
This guy's
worst
awesome.
enchantment? Well, we'll see
Yeah.
about that. I
Humility. Get humility out here.
right when tutor anything to field
He's
worries
awesome.
me. Also,
That's
hello,
yeah.
nerd girl. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, and tutor per turn.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Enters or attacks. And you're in white, so you just like flicker Zekrom a bunch.
But you could even. I
Pretty
don't
good.
even know if you would have to flicker overwhelming splendor. God damn it. Yeah, I think you
Lingering
might have
Vine.
to.
This guy's sick though. Maybe I'm just like I've got that nostalgia goggles on because I love Zekrom so much.
You deeply, deeply do.
He's so fucking cool. Yeah, this guy's busted though. This is you're gonna go get your smothering tithe, you're gonna go get your evil shenanigans. Yeah, this is just like a Zer deck, but without the mana value like restriction.
Yeah, Helios. I don't think we can be doing this. We could maybe. You could make him cost less and put enchantments to hand, and then I think it's not as bad. Um, or yeah, or you tie the mana value of the enchantment to some quality of the creature.
Yeah.
But we should, yeah. I don't think we should do like, hey, 6 mana, I tutor win condition to field because I played this guy. Now you can't let me untap. Ha 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 ha. All right, next we have Actual Milk. Also, Ontario, thank you for the 35 stream streak. Actual Milk has sent in Final Charge, a Rakdos sorcery that says untap all creatures you control that attack this turn. After this phase, there is an additional combat step followed by an additional main phase. At the end of your next combat step, sacrifice all creatures you control that attack this turn.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so Final Fortune meets extra combats.
That's pretty cool.
I think that's neat.
Give me this in Master Multiplied though.
Oh my god, stop,
let me
stop
let me
talking
get
about the Master
another
Multiplied!
let me get another little bit of Master Multiplied up in here. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a cool card. And I feel like we'll get it at some point. I'm just not sure whether we get it for 2 mana or 3 mana.
Yeah. I
But
feel
yeah,
like 3 mana is probably what we're looking at.
you have stolen this from a Wizards of the Coast designer's brain.
Yeah.
All right, next we have tell me about the Grinch quips.
The Grinch. All right, red and a green. Haste, menace. All gifts that would be promised to an opponent are promised to you instead. 2/2. This goes
Dude,
crazy in Bloomborough.
this
You can
card
only
fucking sucks.
if your opponents only played Bloomborough cards, this is great. The fact they're never gonna bring back gifting ever again, because it's one of those one and done mechanics, you hate to see it.
Best. I think top level shitpost printed immediately. You might have made the weakest commander ever.
This is great. I wish you had like whites, because then you could promise like somebody the extra turn from like the final gust or whatever it is.
Yeah,
And then you could
if we
gift
had
it
more
to yourself.
colors, this guy actually gets fucking crazy. Because there's the one guy that
Yeah.
gifts an 8/8 octopus. There's
Yeah.
something that gifts an extra turn. You know, there are some things that are crazy to gift to an opponent. We just don't have the colors for them.
Yeah. Because you don't get to play any of the cool stuff. Because then you would run every gift spell and then you
Yeah,
steal it all back, which is so like on flavor for Grinch, right?
that's crazy Grinch coded.
Yeah, but so good. I love this guy. I wish give him the better colors. Give him all the colors with all the cool gifts. And then we'll talk. But I love the Grinch. He's even got like the white hat on, like red, white, green. That I could see that being a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
But love that.
All right, Adelaide has sent in Sir Garahim, the Crimson Fall, a 5 mana 6/4 with Blood Walk. God damn it. Can't be blocked
That's
as long as defending player controls blood. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, you and that player each make a blood token. Whenever an opponent discards a card, they lose 2 life.
whoa. Hmm.
You know what? I fuck with it a little bit.
Yeah. I don't hate it. This is cool.
I wish I wish that we could provide the mental health support that all the people who would just make this Rakdos wheels desperately need. But this is a pretty interesting, like, Sophie's choice on, do you get Voltron killed or do you lose a bunch of life spending, like, cracking your blood tokens?
Yeah. Which is cool. Yeah, blood is good.
Yeah, that's good shit. All right, Little Mix Doom has sent in another point redeem. Tell me about Landia quips.
Landia, Draconic Guardian, 6 mana for a Boros Commander Dragon, a flying lifelink, 4/4. Whenever it attacks, it deals 4 damage to any target. When it dies, you may exile. If you do, create 4 1/1 red and white dragons with flying lifelink, and whenever this creature attack, so it splits into 4 when
Mm-hmm.
it dies.
If you
Huh.
exile it.
You may exile it. Yeah, okay, okay.
I think this is just too weak.
Yeah.
Like,
For
6.
that mana cost?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for 6 fucking mana? Holy shit. Yeah, I think we gotta bring, because I think if you start bringing the other numbers up, it just becomes the, like, weirdest. I either win the game or fold immediately.
Yeah.
I
Because
think
what do you
you,
want in it? I feel like you want token doublers and damage doublers, and then
yeah.
you just throw stuff out. But you already have to cast a 6 mana commander and then have it die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's 8/8 worth of stats with removal, Little Mix Doom screams, attempting to appeal to reductionism instead of what the card actually does.
Yeah, wait a second. He's cooking now. No,
I think at
this is good.
minimum you gotta
Yeah,
bring this
me
down
too.
to 5. Because there's a big difference between, okay, actually specifically, uh it is not an 8/8 worth of stats. It is a 4/4 that can become a different type of 4/4. An 8/8 worth of stats would be on ETB make these 4 dragons. That would be a very different situation and a much more powerful situation. Having a 4/4 that can effectively just, like, come back in parts is much different from I made a collective 8/8. Uh
Yeah, I think there's the vampire guy who dies and becomes like a tomb, and he makes like a 1/1 every turn, and then he comes back to life.
yeah.
Like that would be because right now this is like not to say bad, but it's very overcosted for what you want it to do.
Yeah, so I think try it at 5. You could even try it at 4. At 4, he's probably a hot motherfucker. Um, but try it at 5, and then try it at 4 if it's still sad. Cosmic Ashes, thank you for the 10 stream streak. I appreciate you coming to the dog park. Next, we're going to move on to Ijiro Kirishima, Red Riot. A 5-mana mono red 5/3 with vigilance. Whenever he attacks or blocks, he gains indestructible until end of turn, and you can tap him to give your next creature spell Riot.
Hell yeah. Let's go. This is also taken from one of the best scenes in the anime. So good. Who made this card? Unban this guy. He's great. Card wise, that's cool. 5/3. Attacks or blocks, indestructible. I like that you can remove him. Like a bullet to the head kills this guy. But if you fight him.
As it tends to do most people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think vigilance
And
in
Riot
mono
is
red
what?
is
+1 counter or haste, right?
Yeah, it's either +1/+1 or haste.
I think the sad thing is like you don't really get to use the riot part, right? Like you don't get to because you want to attack with him, and then if you're giving
then
something,
giving
if you're just coming in
haste
with a
doesn't-
+1 counter, like yeah.
Yeah. Little McStoom, thank you for the 10 bits. I can remember a time when Landa would have been a bomb. We all can, and that time is dead now. Yeah, I think
you give him riot instead. Someone makes a good point. Yeah, Sheepish Scarlet. Yeah, give this guy riot.
Yeah, giving other stuff Riot does seem a little bit like shoehorned for him.
Yeah, the idea I think if I had to, from my understanding of it, dude's a big protector. He's like a tank, so he should like tap to give somebody else indestructible. I think would be cool. Like he like absorbs the blow for you, or something like that. Because that's all he does in the show is just he gets beaten around. So
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, and I agree with what chat's saying about the first creature spell you cast each turn has Riot instead of tapping him for it. Because right now, like, we're breaking every color law there has ever been to give a mono red creature vigilance, such that he can go to combat and then still give something Riot. And even then, you don't get to use the haste mode of Riot. Yeah, so I think kind of right overall vibes, but we're putting them in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
All right.
But you're on the right track for sure.
Yes,
You got
we
the
are on the right
indestructible, you
track.
got he's cool, but yeah. I don't think he needs to give somebody else riot.
All right, talk to me about Clawitzer, the ballistic shrimp.
Okay. Another Pokemon. Let's go. All right. 3 and 2 red for a hasty lobster 4/5. If Clawitzer would deal non-combat damage to an opponent or permanent an opponent controls, deal 3 times that damage instead. 1 in a red tap deals 2 damage to any target.
Oh, you fuck.
What the hell are you doing?
2 damage deals 6?
Yeah, 2 damage, 2 mana deals 6. And he comes in and does it immediately.
Oh my Jesus Christ. Yeah, White Bread, you gotta get the fuck out of here with that.
That's awesome.
That's
no way.
Ridiculous. Yeah, you.
Because already he's a. It's only if Clawitzer. Okay, I thought for a second it was like everything.
Yeah, it's not a true damage tripler, but if Clawitzer does anything for 7 mana, man, come on.
But he's got haste, so it's oh my goodness. Yeah, awesome. This guy becomes your snipe. You're running damage doublers and triplers already, and this guy's awesome.
Yeah, I mean you're just running like you just end up running mono red creature removal because the dream is that you assemble enough like doublers that you can shoot somebody in the head. But I don't think that dream happens very often. I think what happens more often is you just go like, I guess I shoot everybody else's commander.
Bink, yeah.
Does your strategy rely on creatures with a toughness less than 6? I'm board wiping you.
Yeah, this thing is. Someone said Chandra's Ignition. That's nasty. You just do like 1 billion damage to everybody.
Oh my god, yeah. You just have to get this like. Can't give him Excalibur.
Yeah. Oh. Awesome.
I think tripling on player damage, I would love it.
Yeah.
Great fucking card. Great fucking card. If it's only tripling on player damage.
Yeah. Then you give this guy what, like there's that awesome Edge of Eternity's enchantment where like it does a pain for all, and you give Clawitzer the pain for all, so he does like you
Oh
hit me with
God.
but he just like nukes himself and nukes everybody. That would be sweet. Yeah. Shoot Brash Taunter. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this thing's busted. Needs to because there's also like the shaman stick. What is it called? Where like when you kill something you untap, I think. Yeah, the someone in chat knows what I'm talking about. The Krenko shaman stick.
Give me 1 second.
No worries. Thornbite staff, thank you. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, gnarly.
Okay. Next we have Cleavor, the Sharpest Shredder, a 5-mana Gruul 6/5 with haste and trample, and whenever Cleavor deals combat damage to a player, that player creates a Stealth Rocks token. It's an artifact with whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, deal 1 damage to it. Whitebread, I'm going to ask you one last time to stop building mono red control commanders and stop building Gruul control commanders.
Let's go. This is like Aether Flash, but on a creature. Hell yeah.
You know what? Actually, I kind of love this because Cleavor will kill you so quickly that it's really just the token players that are fucked, and they deserve to get fucked.
Yeah. This is awesome. That's so good. Well, you get this you run repercussion in this deck, 100%. Because then all your stealth rocks is like, oh yeah, you have a thing, you take like 4 billion damage from it. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah, fuck
Ace
these
triple
token
5/5.
players.
Yeah, this thing comes down like turn 3 basically. Hell yeah, evil as hell. Polyraptor Infinite. Yeah, that's awesome.
You don't run this with Hulk because you can't give
Oh,
yourself stealth rocks. You can only give your opponent stealth rocks.
yeah,
And so you would hit an opponent with this and then just be like, you can't cast Bruce Banner anymore. And that's all that would happen. It is an evil, fucked up, and hateful card, but it is quite funny.
this is awesome.
All right, let me go back to the thread because I had to click out.
Cleavor.
All right, tell me about Drogskull.
Molten Effigy. 3 and 2 red legendary enchantment enters. Exile target creature you control. Oh god. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a token that's a copy of the card exiled with Drogskull. Except it's an elemental. Sack that token at the beginning of the next end step. I'm just gonna put my Atali under there. Send him out every turn. Send him out. Send out a exploding Atali every time.
You know what? Genuinely perfect commander card, I think.
Yeah,
I
this thing
think
is
perfect
sick.
because it's like 5 mana. Oh, they have artifact removal. You have now just killed your own creature for nothing, and if they don't,
Yeah.
it's Panoptic Mirror, but for the creature players.
Yeah. This is sick. It's like a Mimic Vat, but better. I love it.
Combat Celebrant Infinite. Little Mix Doom says with 4 exclamation points. I will call Gavin Verhey and let him know that
We can't print this,
well,
unfortunately.
yeah,
Yeah.
Combat Celebrant. They've ducked every other strong interaction for the 30 odd years of Magic's history. But Drogskull's the card. Now it can't live because Combat Celebrant's here, and it will finally have a 2-card infinite, and we just can't have that.
Can't allow that to
Shame.
happen, unfortunately.
Oh, this does go in CEDH Atali, which is fucking great.
Let's go. Yeah, this is sweet. Should be an enchantment.
Hell no. It's like a
No, I
factory.
like
It's a
it's like a
factory.
big you're making like a big robot guy, an elemental.
All right, next we have Sega Reverse Santa from Pedgeman.
Oh, gifting.
A
They
Grixis
better
card
give
with way too many fucking words on it.
sneaky.
Sneak.
Introduce a new mechanic.
Sneaky. You can only block it with creatures that have Sneaky or Vigilance. Whenever Sega deals combat damage to an opponent, exile a random card from their hand with a stash counter on it. You can play those cards, and mana of any type can be spent on them. When you cast a spell this way, if it's your main phase, untap all villains you control. Then there's an additional combat phase followed by an additional main phase. Villains you control can't attack a player they've already attacked this turn. What in the glup shitto is happening here?
Oh my god. That's awesome. Where's the reverse Santa part come into play at all?
They take
Like,
things from you.
they're stashing. I get it. Okay,
They
they're
take
taking stuff from
your
you.
stuff. They take
And
your
they're getting
stuff and they
it.
give it as a gift to themselves.
Just say it's unblockable. Like, what is going on?
Yeah,
Like, no
sneaky's
one
bullshit. We're
sneaky
doing way too
bullshit.
much. We're doing way too much with sneaky.
Deals combat damage. Don't even make it combat damage at that point. Just be like on your upkeep, steal a thing from somebody. But I guess you do want it to be combat damage because then you untap this thing and then fight him again, and then someone has no cards in hand because you just exiled all of them with stash counters.
Yeah, I think it has to be combat damage and just make it fucking unblockable.
Yeah.
Hang it up, dog.
Oh, of course, I knew you'd play Reverse Santa, which is why I'm running my sneaky deck.
Yeah, I'm running mono white all vigilance.
All sneakies. You're not getting past my Red Riot. He's vigilant. Yeah.
And then I really don't think the extra combats is as bad as people think because you don't get to choose what gets exiled and you don't have a way to get mana advantage. Like I think most of the time this will terminate in like
No, you can
one.
play mana. Mana of any type can be spent.
Oh yeah, thank God that the Galt is color fixed. I'm saved.
Yeah.
Oh no. Ah, the Emrakul is color fixed. Fuck yeah.
Untap all villains. Yeah. This is
I
gross.
think yeah, you are still forcing a discard. I think maybe then you like cut unblockable anyways because it's so good. There's so much potential.
People need
if
to block this thing. Like
Yeah.
this is too good if it's because then it should just say you just do this all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know what? You have to earn hitting them. And then if you hit
Yeah.
them, you get to do the weird fucked up stuff. But you don't get to be like, ha ha ha, I'm unblockable, but not if you're vigilant. Maybe Skulk, stop making it unblockable. You have to find here, Pedgman, here's the deal. You get to play the fucked up Toho card. You have to run the fucking Shadow Rift spell.
You've got to
Where is this fucking...
You got to give it fear or something. You're in Grixis. Make it have menace. Make it have something.
It's
you got to earn that.
Yeah.
You can't just be on the card.
It's doing so much for you. You are legally mandated to run Enter the Enigma in your fucking commander deck if you want to use this card.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
Or you got to make it more mana because this thing coming down is
Oh yeah, I just mana rock turn 2, play this turn 3, go to fucking town on you.
Yeah. Steal your stuff at random too. And the thing is, even if you remove them and you bring them back, it's still in stash mode, so other people can have it.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're moving on to Footgroose. Tell me about the abominable snow monster.
Let's go. Legally distinct from any other thing, even though it's okay. 3 in a red for a Yeti trample haste. Bumbles bounce. Blue mana, return the abominable snowmaster to its owner's hand, and it's a 5/5. Are we still talking if this is in limited or not? Or
Not for Footgroose, I don't think.
okay, yeah. This is kind of fun.
4 mana, 5/5 trample haste. Sure, just break balance. They said.
And you can just bounce it back. Yeah.
Low key, kind of ass in commander. Way too
what if
good
you have it
everywhere
with sneak
else.
attack? You sneak attack him, or any of those
Shut
like
your
you put it
mouth.
from your hand tapped and attacking, and then you put it back into your hand.
Oh my
and the next time you put
God.
it back into your hand onto the battlefield, and you throw it back out.
But
and then
Quips, are you telling me that there are 2 cards in this game you could combine to deal 5 damage every turn? Surely that you were speaking to me about the height of Magic the Gathering power.
That's
A
what-
2-card
that's what-
combo for a 5/5.
unless we do 5 damage, yeah. Wait a second. I think we're cooking.
That's so. If you sneak attack this motherfucker, you earned that. That's your little treat. You get to do that every turn for the rest of the game, I think.
Ninjutsu on the snowman. Yeah, there we go. Genius.
All right, next we got Professor Hinkle, Magical Fraud, a 2-mana Dimir 1/1. Whenever a non-land permanent would be returned to your hand from the battlefield, instead return that card to your hand, then discard a card at random. If you discarded a card with a different name than the card that was returned to your hand, Professor Hinkle connives X, where X is the discarded card's mana value. I'm putting an egg timer on your turn, man.
Yeah, sorry,
It's
1 second. Let me return my thing and then discard something else at random. Then, if I discarded the thing I didn't get, he connives X. So I'm gonna connive 0 if I discard a land.
right,
Like,
but more commonly, I feel like it'll be like, okay, let me bounce something. Now, let me roll a dice to decide what I discard. Now, let me spend 45 seconds complaining about what I discarded versus what I wanted to discard. Now, let me
I
spend 10
draw.
additional minutes deciding on my like 3 to 5 connive triggers.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
because like you connive is like you draw X and then you have to discard 1, or you have to discard
Discard
like that
X.
many.
You have to discard that many, but every non-land you discard puts a
Is another
+1/+1 counter. And so it's like every single card you have to make a distinct decision about like, oh, how much do I want it, and also how much do I want to counter?
Yeah. This this is a magical fraud for sure. This thing,
Yeah, we're fraudulent.
yeah. Because there's
Pejman,
no like tangible benefit. There's really not a lot.
no, no, zero.
This is
Other than to
crazy.
Voltron Hinkle.
Yeah.
All right, Aeon the
Voltron
Terrible.
Hinkle sounds like that's an Urban Dictionary term.
It
Ah,
is.
we-
It definitely is. Aeon the Terrible, a 4-mana *** with flying and vanishing 4. Aeon's power and toughness are equal to the time counters on him. Whenever he deals damage to a player, they discard a card, non-land card, then time travel X times, where X is the discarded card's mana value.
Okay.
Why you gotta be such a freak, Foot Group? Why we gotta be
There's
such a little
so
freak?
many things happening here.
This is
Give him just a regular power toughness. First
no.
of all, I don't want to keep track of the time counters.
So he's a 4-mana 4/4, and then when you swing
Dies.
him, he's a 3/3, and then when you hit somebody, they discard something, and you will get probably at least 1 counter and grow him.
They're playing like Cheerios and they just discard
You're
their like,
right. Yeah, somebody
like
discards Lotus
Ornithopter.
Petal.
Yeah. The thing is,
Ah,
this guy does nothing by himself. You need like the other Doctor Who cards, and the thing is, there's none in black that are good off the top of my head. This thing is there's like no good time travel things.
yeah,
You have to like run. The only thing is maybe there's like the suspend card that like kills things repeatedly, so you can like remove it. But I'm like, there's not even anything good in just black
yeah, baby.
with suspend.
In my pocket, where they've always been.
Stealing your jacket.
Okay. Yeah, this is rules of discarding a non-land aside. I think this is just a lot of weirdness for the upside being like my bird's a 10/10.
Yeah.
That's but there's almost something here. What's going on with the Snow Miser? Mr. 10 below. 4 clear blue pips. God damn it. Power and toughness equal to devotion to blue. Whenever you cast a spell with blue in its mana cost, choose up to X target non-basic permanents, where X is the number of blue in that spell's mana cost. Tap them, put a stun counter on them. If an opponent controls a rival, you choose twice X instead. And then rivalry is, you may have 2 commanders if both
Whoa.
have rivalry. Whenever another creature with rivalry enters under your control, choose one of them. Target opponent gains control of the chosen creature. You're cooking so close to the sun, and I think your
that's
skin's starting to
insane.
burn off. That's
Wait a
crazy.
second. I love. All right. Objectively, the idea of having 2 things in the command zone where I get one and I have to give the other to somebody is so cool. I like that.
And it looks like he's paired with Heat
Heat
Miser.
Miser.
So that's 4 red, and then when you cast a spell with red, Heat Miser deals X plus 1, where X is the number of red in that spell's mana cost. Or destroy an artifact with mana value X or less. If an opponent controls a rival, double the value of X. So
You
this
go
is
this one. This is the better one. This is the insane one. Yeah.
I here's the thing. I don't know if that's true because I think it depends. I think you have to change depending on the table because what you do is you
Yeah.
just give the rival to somebody who cannot cast anything with
That's
that in its mana
that
cost. If
color.
you're like,
Yeah, that's fun.
oh, everyone at the table has blue in their deck, I'm giving somebody Heat Miser, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And then you have a 4/4 that does nothing.
Well, I think the fun thing is you have like you run Homeward Path or whatever it is, where you like tap the land and you get your Snow Miser back, or you get your Miser you give away. Then you get to
Do
do
you
both, and you're
do you even want them though? Because you're going like because you get to
oh, you
double
get double,
up.
you get bonuses. Yeah,
Yeah, and so
that's
I feel like
interesting.
you would just want to your deck would be like oops all multicolored. It would be like a Lila deck.
Yeah,
The
you run
commander that cares
the
about
blue
multi.
or red pip. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
you
run a
would have a
bunch.
blue and a red pip on every fucking thing you cast, and then you would give away whichever commander didn't fuck you, and then you would just ruin the board with the other stuff.
That's so fun. I
That's
love that. And you play like you get to play like switcheroo too, because you'd be like, all right, now I'll give you that thing, and then oh,
yeah.
that's cool. Because
I
that's got I
kind of
love.
love this. This is
I
pure
really like this.
insanity. This is pure insanity, but I'm actually
And
rocking with it.
when you were in school, did you have to do like during the holidays, like everyone, all the kids would like sing holiday songs? This is relevant.
No, what I didn't grow up in the Footloose town. What are you talking about?
Well, okay, so in the Footloose town I grew up in, all the kids in school would have like by classes, they would go and have to sing like a song, and we sung the Heat Miser Snow Miser song. And every once a couple kids got to be like put in makeup for Heat Miser and Snow Miser and sing. And I remember auditioning for it in like third grade, and I got in, and everyone was upset because I had no talent. I was like just copying everybody else's dance moves during the audition, and so I got to sing the Heat Miser song, which is why I like him so much. Anyway,
That's fucking crazy.
I love Heat Miser. All
All
right,
right, these cards cook hookers, and
those
then
just the rivalry mechanic already. Yeah, you cook with that. That's so sick.
all right, then we're
I
gonna see
love that.
Kubla Kraus, Despot Machinist. Holy
This
fuck!
is just I haven't seen this one. Is he like Russian Santa? Like what is
I
this?
have
That's
no
awesome.
idea what this looks like.
I want to
Something
know.
from Team America World Police.
Yeah.
All
He's
right,
gonna say some slurs for sure.
5
Love
mana
it.
Grixis. On ETB, make 2/1/1s. Whenever one or more artifact creatures you control deal combat damage to an opponent, gain control of a non-creature artifact they control. If they don't control a non-creature artifact, make a treasure instead.
There we go.
That's fucking evil.
This is evil.
Unconstrained on the mana value of the thing you steal.
Yeah. And if they're poor, you make more money. Wow. That's awesome. So
I
it's only
worry
got
a
to be you
little
like
bit.
you take yeah, you take their artifacts, like their mana rocks and stuff like that, but none of their creatures.
Yeah, and I think what's meant to trick you about this card is the artifact creatures he makes are dog shit, but I don't think it's very difficult in Grixis to play like flying artifact creatures that will
Yeah.
functionally have a very easy time dealing the damage. And so
Yeah.
it's
This
just
guy's
like,
like permanent, what is it, treasure nabber or whatever. Whenever someone like uses their stuff, we get them. Yeah.
yeah, maybe
Ornithopters.
yeah, maybe gain control for as long as you control Kubla. So you at
Yeah.
minimum have to protect this guy instead of just being like, all right, for 5 mana, I play the best ramp piece Grixis has ever seen.
Yeah. Because this thing is awesome.
Uh, to be fair, the card Steal Artifact is 4 mana, right? But Steal Artifact doesn't trigger every time I hit
Every
you with a
turn.
flying one.
Yeah.
Like every time I hit you with Thrumming Bird, I don't get to do a new one. But
You
yeah,
want to
it's
go wide and hit everybody at least once, because then you make a treasure, steal something,
I don't
or
even know if you have to go wide. I think you should just go like let me look up artifact creature with flying. Artifact creature. I'll see if there's unblockable. I doubt there's many.
I mean, this guy goes crazy with like a Dr. Eggman, where you're like, now I get to put in all my robots. You can also, oh, this is nat, because there's the thingy where you can turn things into artifacts, right? Oh, what is that called? It's like the little mana thingy that you can use to, liquid metal torque. That's what it is. Then you're like,
Oh
give me
yeah
that
yeah yeah.
enchantment,
That's cute.
actually. Give me that enchantment. Give me that land, actually. Because then you're like, anything that's not a creature I can have. Give me
Hmm.
that.
Okay, there are some bad cards you'd be incentivized to play. That's actually pretty cute because you got like Hover Mirror. Because I don't think we have to go super wide, but you just need like
Yeah.
if you have
You just want a
one
couple.
good artifact creature, but you would go Baleful Strix, Liberator, Enthusiastic Mechanaut, and then you would just do some type of artifact strategy, ramp a
Yeah.
million, kill everybody. Yeah, so I don't think it cooked as hard as the previous two, but it's hard to cook as hard as the previous two.
Yeah. The visors are
Um,
so cool.
all right,
And this guy's
user
a
lost has made what is meant to be a very very bad joke about. Oh, is this? It's some like Street Fighter meme. Moment
yeah.
37. 10 mana in Jeskai. Prevent the next 17 instances of damage you would receive, then choose a creature you control. It deals damage equal to 10 times its power to target opponent. If that player loses the game this way, you win the game. God, I think what's so funny is this could actually be a. You might be able to
This is
print
like in
this as
Narset.
is, actually, 10 mana.
Yeah.
I think you could print it as is, and then they would just ban it in Commander.
Yeah, this is awesome though.
Evo Moment 37. A Ken player blocked every attack from a Chun Li ult and then ulted back and won. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I saw. If you watch the GIF explains it.
I ain't I
No,
I ain't watching shit. Time
it's
kit.
not.
No, the way this is currently worded is you prevent all the damage and then you get the shot, and then if they lose, you win. So it would be banned. It would be banned in Commander because it would be one of those like uh it would be one of those like, oh, they won out of nowhere type things. But you
Because all you
could.
need is a creature with like 4 power,
Yeah, shut
relatively.
the fuck up. I'm in Chess Guy. We don't have those. We don't have those.
Yeah. Do you get to? Maybe I'm like confused on the words, but do you just get to have like 17 counters where you're like, all right, hit me? Because it doesn't say like until end of turn or whatever. You literally just prevent the next
Oh yeah, there's
17.
gonna be another turn in this game for sure, Quips. Yeah, 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 yeah. You
Yeah,
don't,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. You don't pull out a gun and then shoot everybody in the head. It doesn't
This
happen
is
if you
awesome.
lose your legendary on the stack, right? Yeah, correct. If you remove the legendary, it's fine. Um, but yeah, the
This is awesome.
awful thing about this card is the damage prevention doesn't actually matter
Yeah.
for
If it was
making
like
it
when you
playable.
prevent, like if it was Giga Deflecting Palm, where it's like
Oh
everything
yeah,
will,
prevent
yeah.
the next 17 instances, then deal 10 times that much damage to
The
to
target
the
opponent would.
motherfucker who tried to
It would
get
just
you.
at that point just like it cross it out and just write "I win" and then play it. Like, there's no point. Just yeah, just proxy and say "I win." 10 mana, I win. Because even if you prevent 17 1/1s from hitting you, 17 times 10, and then yeah, that's awesome.
That's so fucking funny.
What a goofy ass card.
All right, I we got to hit the manual ad break. Quips, what's your stamina looking like for more custom cards?
Give me more. I'll
Gimme,
probably go make
gimme.
another little, yeah, a little bit more drink for myself, a little caffeine drink. And
Perfect.
then yeah,
Mix
wave
up
two.
mix up your drugs. I'm gonna laser beam ads into Twitch chat's head, and then we're gonna set wave 2 live.
Perfect. If you're ever in Malds, come over here and then follow me, and then you can go back to Malds. But then, yeah.
Fucked up and evil. Do go follow Quips and Guac, but not because he said
See,
it. Do it because I said it. Do it because I told
exactly.
you
I'm
to.
not running Edge. Well, I should. I probably will. All right. There we go. White bread. Thank you for following. Thank you for everybody who's been following, by the way, as well. All right, we're gonna go back to this. I'm gonna go walk away for a second. While you all
Excellent.
follow. Ooh, you're gonna get to see my cute little butt as I walk away. All right.
Weirdly enough, for how hard this is to compete outside of singles, this feels like it should be less mana. Yeah, that's the thing, and that's why they don't. That's why joke cards are tough. Oh my God, King Cow, thank you for gifting 10 to Quips and Guac while they walked away and aren't here to appreciate it. As soon as they get back, I will accuse them of not loving their community. Staximophone, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friends. All right, let me. All right, by show of chattings, do we want individual slots set live or do we want packs of 5?
Holy frick, King Co. 10 gifted. What the frick?
Oh
Thank you
wow,
so much.
look who doesn't respond to gift subs for entire minutes.
There we
Look who
go.
doesn't respond for entire minutes. Okay, I see 5-pack, 5-pack, 5-pack to be for individual. All right, I'll mix and match.
Thank you for the follow. Let's go. Are the new cards going to be in the custom review thread or a
Yeah,
new?
they're gonna keep dropping them in the review thread as they are able to buy them. I'm gonna do the countdown for the next wave of free point redeems, and then I'm gonna go get water, and then we will get back into it.
Hell yeah.
Mr. Mald, you'll be happy to hear I am once more walking the fine line between absolute cookery and being totally loose in the sauce. In what respect? Please tell me it's with custom magic card design and not your actual life, there, Brain. All right, I'm gonna go get water.
All right. I'll entertain everybody. Theoretically. All right. All right. What's up, Maldhound stream? Mald's younger brother here. How's it going? All right, you guys better have some good ones. I'm seeing some. I'm not going to look at them, though. Go hit the Ko-Fi. Hey, if you know how Mald likes to do card roast and stuff like that, hey, you can also get a card roast and or review from me as well. Yeah, that's right. If you guys are, I'm also cheaper than him, so who cares? Cheaper and some say I've got wider range. What IPs do you like so we can know what cards you like? I like just about everything. The only IPs I think I'm not super familiar with, like I would know One Piece. I think someone asked that as well. Pokemon. Ooh, a Pokemon, yeah. Pokemon, basically anything from like 2000s to like now. I know. I also got a lot of deep movie references. Um, and bootleg version, it's more like I'm the boiler room set version of Mauled Hound, if that makes sense. Like the ones who are cool are cool. You know what I mean? Um, so what up, what up? Yeah, if you guys are stuck in the ad dimension over there, you guys can come over here. There's no ads. Well, maybe there is, but I didn't. I told them not to have them, so et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, random Pokemon. Zekrom. All right, so my first Pokemon game was. You know what pissed me off? They need to bring back the Poke Walker from Soul Silver Heart Gold. That was literally the best piece of Pokemon technology they've ever done. That is literally the best technology they've ever invented. Because you get to put your Pokemon on a little fucking guy and take him to school with you, and when you come back, you found like rare candy. Literally the best. Uh, yeah, Zekrom was freaking sick. Love Zekrom. I remember this is embarrassing, but there's something so what is it? There's something so aesthetic in Pokemon where you go and you're trying to catch legendary Pokemons with the regular Pokeball. It was something about the aura. I don't remember, but I can't be alone in this. Where I'm like, I don't want to catch it using the Master Ball I was given. I want to go catch it on my own. I want to earn it with a regular Pokeball. Because then I get to throw out a regular Pokeball and freaking Zekrom comes out. You know what I'm saying? So I remember I would have to like reload the save because I accidentally slaughtered Zekrom like 4 or 5 times. And who's the other one? There's Zekrom and there's the white one. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? The Reshiram. Reshiram. Yeah. Oh god, I'm locked in right now. Uh Soul Silver, Pokewalker, $500. Oh my god. Am I familiar with the Magnus Archives? No. Is that Rick Riordan? I know I read all of Percy Jackson and a lot of the Jason Olympian stories. I don't know the Magnus one. I know that's the Norse mythology one. I'm just not aware. Kyurem. Yeah, that guy was sick. Are you a fan of magic cards that accurately depict historical events? Yes, I am. My dad's a history guy, as I think most dads are these days.
Yeah,
So,
everybody's dad is a history guy. It came free.
yeah.
It
But
came
mine's like
free with
he's got
being
a
an older
master's
white
in
man.
history. Like he's a freak. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. He
Uh,
actually, if you guys like Napoleonic battle games, he has a YouTube channel and he does a lot of Napoleonic battle games on there. So, it's actually very fun. He's like weirdly more in with like the wargaming. It's very funny because he goes out to like war game conventions,
mhm.
uh, and he like knows the developers of all these like Napoleonic games, and they're sending him free stuff. And I'm like, dude, Wizards isn't doing that for me. You're more locked in with the Napoleon people than I am. Really fun. So yeah, if you guys like ASMR, my dad's got a great voice. Mine is slightly grating on the ears, but his is great. Uh, Magnus Archives is a really good horror anthology. Okay, that's funny. Okay, my bad. Oops.
All right.
All right,
Let's
we're good.
get into the next wave. Quips, thank you for keeping
No
everybody
worries.
busy.
Thank you
First,
for. Yep, you go. We got Willard,
all
Mana
right.
Weave Woodlander, 3 green pips, Treefolk Druid. When he enters or attacks, create a lander token. I love lander tokens. God, they're so cool. Lander tokens you control are 1/3 Treefolk. Whenever another Treefolk you control dies, you gain 2 life. Okay. All right.
That's kind of cute. So enters or attacks, you get a like the
You get
fairest
ramp.
ramp
Yeah.
mono green's ever had.
You make like bad Sakura tribe elders, basically.
You just make Steve's. That's pretty cute. I like that. I would certainly let you play it against me. Like, yeah, Steve Kindred, fuck yeah, go off.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's cute. I don't have anything deeper to say about it, but yeah, you could print that for sure, and some people would like it. Next, we have the Ravenous Imp, a 2 mana hybrid Rakdos 4/3 with Menace. When this creature enters the battlefield, each opponent may have it deal 4 damage to them to put a -1/-1 counter on Ravenous Imp.
Awesome.
We've
I
broken.
love that. No one's
We,
ever gonna do that, but I love it. Wait a second.
yeah, I
So
mean, this is. Ah, I'm so torn because this feels like it's way too good in constructed or in 60 card. Way too fucking good. 2 mana because he has one opponent. So a 2 mana 3/2 with Menace that dealt you 4 already. That's fucked. In
or
Commander,
you're taking 4 damage from it. Yeah.
they just go like, yeah, 2 mana 4/3. Who cares?
Yeah. That does nothing.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's not anything. That's not Emrakul. What are you talking about?
That's awesome. I
Yes,
wish it was like
Ascendance.
there's the card I like that's similar to it is the athlete, the star athlete, where like you run at somebody and then they can either blow something up or they take 5 damage. Like
Mm-hmm.
it needs a little bit more threat somehow. Like it should be more mana but bigger threat, something like that. This guy's cool though. And he's an imp. He's cute.
Ascendance. Here's a picture of where the thread is split in Dear Maldhound. Um, so yeah, that one's cute. A little bit of a divide on limited versus commander, I think. Next, we have Ami Sensei Matador, Flourishing Fiend, a Naya 2/2 with red capote. So for 1 in Selesnya, you can adapt 3. And then Andalusia, for 2 in a red and tap. Each opponent chooses a creature they control. Matador deals damage equal to his power to each of those creatures. Ooh. So it's not quick. I am board wiping you, but it's not super quick.
Yeah. Each opponent chooses a creature they control. Deals damage. Yeah, it's a slow board wipe. Okay.
So let's think about what's the most despicable shit that happens, because I feel like it's your land base is good, and so you play Flowering of the White Tree on turn 2, and you play this guy on turn 3, and then on
You just
turn
give this guy like Basilisk or whatever, the collar that gives him
yeah,
death
yeah.
touch.
You have
Right?
any
Like you
number of
don't.
banners, death touch effects, and then you guys just don't have creatures until you kill this guy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or you lose your 1/1 tokens or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I want to put this guy with repercussion though, because then it's like whenever somebody takes damage, they get
I
hit
kind of
by.
think you want to put everything with repercussion, man. It
I
kind of
love
sounds. It
repercussion.
kind of
Repercussion's
sounds
the
like
let me just say it right now, repercussion's the best card ever printed. It's
that,
sick. It's awesome.
that's a lie. Sphinx
100%.
Ambassador exists. Sphinx Ambassador exists. You shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Um. All right, we're gonna do this Mind Palace card for Depoki Lad right
In
now.
the chat. Okay, let's get it before
Yeah,
it
there's.
disappears. All right.
Hold on,
All
let me
right.
pull up MS Paint.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, yeah. All right. We've got. Oh, I drew you in MS Paint, by the way, a while ago when I was waiting for you.
Beautiful. All right, this is the Cirrus. They are 1 black, red, white legendary artifact. When they enter, put a counter on each creature your opponents control. Creatures with 1/1 counters on them that attack you have last strike. I'm vine booming you. When you control 5 or more creatures with different powers, transform this artifact and put 3 counters on it. Then, Jevil finally free, the other side. They are a jester with flying, double strike, and death touch. As they transform, you may cast spells from your hand by paying life equal to its casting cost instead of paying its mana cost. When Jevil attacks, you may have him assign combat damage to the creature with the least toughness among creatures they control this combat. This is no. I'm revoking your spatula, chef.
How many
Hand
words?
hand
Give
in.
me, give me your jacket. Get out of the kitchen, dude.
Yeah, give me your
Yeah.
fucking jacket, man. This is so this is so complicated to so we have to buff our opponents. We have to then somehow get a wide board of creatures with different power because we need super coven. We have to have 5 creatures with different powers. And then we get a 7/7 that lets us free cast our hand, and we just fucking shoot your weakest creature whenever Jevil attacks.
Yeah.
That's
It's
like I think you got I
phenomenal.
from scratch is my opinion. This is too much work for a potentially super high payoff, but we need to like a lot of the cards that people find really satisfying are the cards where you have to do a little something and you get a little something. And if you do that over and over and over and over again, you can build it up into a lot of advantage. The least satisfying cards are the ones where you have like impossibly high hurdle, but if you meet that hurdle, then you
Nothing
either
happens. Yeah.
well nothing happens or you potentially insta win. Like you get to spin the wheel of fortune, and one of the slots is like all of your opponent's dicks explode. And this is we got to tighten that up.
Yeah. My goodness.
All right, we're going to Garga. Read me Tempest, Dragon of the Storms, Quips.
All right. Let's get out of there. All right, let's see. Tempest, Dragon, and Storms. He's got an Omen on him. First time I've seen this in a custom one. He's all 5 colors and a 2 little mana for a Dragon Avatar. Flying, Trample. Each time you cast a Dragon or Omen, dragons get +2/+0. Okay. Whenever this creature attacks, it deals damage to any target equal to the total power of all other dragons you
God
control.
damn it!
6/5. Okay. Do you even need an Omen then? Dragons you control get a little
Yeah,
bit
this
stronger
Omen
this
is
Who
fucking
gives
nothing.
a fuck? This thing is just like send in the freaking the orbital laser strike from space. My God. It's so much text to say if you have dragons, you disintegrate your opponent.
Yeah, 7 mana. When I'm 7 mana, I fucking kill you.
Yeah.
I fucking
Oh
kill
my
you, bro.
God. The total power? Give me like if it was total number of dragons, then we're like, okay, that's maybe 5. No, no, no.
Yeah, yeah. This is nah.
You're
This is
sniping everyone. You're getting disintegrated out of the pod.
well.
This is
This
bugged.
is like prime Dragon Commander for.
Yeah.
All right, I tap 7. I cast Tempest. I cast Counterspell. Why won't you let me do my thing? Why do you hate
Yeah.
fun? Why? Why do you hate fun and you hate joy? And I'm like, man, I just didn't want to take 34 on your next
Yeah.
turn. Yeah, fuck no. Take that one. Take that
Doesn't
one
need,
back
why
to the
does
fridge.
it does not need the text that say when you cast a dragon, your other dragons get stronger. By the way.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, by the way, like you get one of those text boxes. You either get your dragons are stronger the more dragons you get, or you get to do dragon damage. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
this thing
right.
is
Next, we've got Zoria. Dufour, Merchant of Years, a 4 mana Orzhov 3/3 with first strike, and whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a counter on him. You can tap and remove a counter from him to put a shield counter on a creature. If an opponent controls that creature, make a tap treasure and untap Dufour.
oh yeah. This is my kind of stuff. I love this. Okay. Hell yeah. You
I
run this with
like
all
this.
the you run it with all the like, hey, I'm giving you a counter, I draw a card now, or all the other stuff.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
think
this
there's
is
a lot
great.
of things you can do with this. It prevents a, like, potentially you could threaten commander damage if a lot of stuff is dying, or you could ramp yourself. You can't do both because you don't have vigilance, or you can protect him.
Yeah,
I like
you can
that.
give him a shield counter from your 1/1 counters.
Yeah, Swiss Army Commander. That's kind of dope.
That's cool. I like it. He gives me the same vibe as like I love Campbell, the profiteering mayor, where he's like,
Uh-huh.
hey, when you make a token, I get a token. I love
Yeah,
that kind
yeah.
of stuff. That's like the fun Orzhov for me. That's cool. Creature
All
opponent draws
right,
die.
next we've got Little Mix Doom with more Kirby cards.
Let's go.
Doranza, Tragic Magician. A 4 mana Simic 3/4 with Reach. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, make a 1/1 insect creature token. And for 2 mana, target creature has base power and toughness 3/3 until end of turn.
Okay. I don't think you ever use that 2 mana thing,
No,
but
not once.
you love the fact that you get 1/1s for every little blue cantrip that you
Yeah,
have.
you play the God's most annoying Simic deck, and then one overrun effect.
Yeah.
And then you cook
This is
the
basically
table
like
in
there's
half.
that Avatar guy who's like, I make little thopters whenever you can, or like clues. I make little clues. Like this is
Mm-hmm.
that's better than this, or this is better than that. I think. Yeah, non-creature gets an insect.
Oh
Let's see.
yeah, wait. It's not target creature you control. So this is
Oh, never mind.
I
I
play
shrink you
Simic
down. That's kind of
control,
cool.
and then I have a 3/4, and guess what, fucko? You have a 3/3. Now you can't attack me.
Yeah, that's good. Or you do it as like a combat trick, right? You have them come at you, and you're like, now you're 3/3. I'm gonna kill you.
Presumably your opponents can read before they swing them at you, though. I would hope to God that you're telling people in our
By the
like,
way, I can shrink ray you.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Professional
that's
nuisance,
awesome.
100% yes. Kiryu, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. All right, dope, evil, appropriately Simic. Next, we have Sectonia, Sullied Grace, a 3 mana Orzhov 2/3 with flying and lifelink. Whenever a creature token you control dies, put a counter on her. You may cast Sectonia from your graveyard by sacrificing 2 creature tokens in addition to its other costs.
Not bad.
This
You just don't
is
make any. Yeah, it doesn't give you any creature token on there.
what feels weird about it for me is I'm not sure. I'm not sure where it fits in. It's a neat idea. I don't think I would ever want to run this as commander because being able to recast them from the graveyard is like that's what we have the command zone for.
Yeah.
And if I don't have like I have to dedicate the entire rest of my deck to making and sacking tokens to get this pseudo Voltron thing. Cheats commander tax. I don't think that's a compelling enough argument though.
Yeah. It just
Especially
doesn't do
when
anything. Like if it was an ETB or something like that, then you'd have like better loops. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Yeah, that's
Especially
kind
if
of
I
like
have to like sacking two creature tokens if you're trying to go wide to get your 2/3 back. It's yeah, it's no, I'm not an Orzhov girly. So like I understand that I'm not super token pilled. This does not seem highly compelling. Maybe there's a spot for it in the 99 of like a mobilized deck. Mardu mobilize. This is then a crazy member of the 99.
yeah. Whatever that shield is, where you're like you get mobilize X where it's its power or something
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
infantry shield. Fucked up.
e-
Fucked up and
This thing's
evil.
nasty. Yeah, yeah.
All right, tell me
But
about the Wispy Woods.
all right, Wispy Woods. Look at that little wood guy. Legendary land forest taps to add a green. Obviously, when it attacks, create a food token. And for 7, you can make it a creature 6/6 with trample till end of turn. Costs 1 less for each creature you control. That's pretty good. I don't know if you'd ever do that though. When we've got like earthbending and stuff. Uh,
I think that's cute.
instant
I think
six
that's cute
six for
enough.
2.
I can rock
Make a
with
food
that.
token. Yeah. And it doesn't come in tapped or anything either. It's just a better forest.
Yeah, there should
Now
probably be some type of condition on it
downside.
coming in untapped.
Yeah. But
Oh, Manland, you can fetch. Yeah, stop that shit right now. By the way, don't make this fetchable. Stop it. Sulking Assassin, thank you for the 7 months at tier 1. Yeah, I don't think it should be fetchable. And then there should probably be like, if you don't control a forest, comes in tapped.
yeah, it comes in tapped. Something like that. If you don't have a Weedle Waddle or whatever they're
Yeah,
called,
you don't
the
have
little cute
Bandana
guy.
D.
Yeah. Or Waddle Dee, that's what it is.
All right, next we got Morpho Knight, Reborn Butterfly, a 5-mana Rakdos 4/4 with flying first strike, and at the beginning of combat, you can exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, return all other cards exiled with Morpho Knight to their owners' graveyards. Morpho Knight has all abilities of cards exiled with them, so you get one thing exiled at a time, and he
Yeah.
gets their abilities.
Abilities. Hmm.
That's kind of cute. I don't think it's broken. God bless your soul.
Yeah.
I think you just go like I'm in Rakdos. I self mill. I have creatures that have like beefy combat damage triggers.
Or like what is it? Like all the demons where you can like pay life and draw a billion cards or like tutor whatever
Yeah,
those
yeah,
big
yeah.
scary
Like
demons
Villas,
are.
Broker of Blood. Yeah, that type of
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
You could also do some kind of like bad. This is not the best thing to do with it, but like leaves the graveyard triggers because then you're like,
Mm-hmm,
yes,
mm-hmm.
I make my little thingy, and then I get your abilities, and then yeah,
Well, you exile something with an ability that exiles things, right? Well, you're exiling creature cards from your graveyard only, and then but you're trading them out. Like you're not making a big pile of abilities. You're making at every moment this guy has one card's worth of abilities from something else.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think there's something cute to do here. Yeah, you could do Master of Cruelties. That'd be a little bit evil. I think that one's
But
reasonably strong and like has a
yeah,
niche.
is that the one where like if I hit you with it, you go to 1 HP, something like
Yeah, if I
that?
hit you with it and he's unblocked, you go to 1 HP.
That's kind of fun.
All right, next we got the Master Crown, a 4-mana black legendary artifact. When it enters, if you cast it, you may attach it to an opponent's creature. If you do, you lose life equal to that creature's mana value. You control equipped creature. When equipped creature dies, you may pay black black to transform the crown into Mistiltine, tree crown without a ruler. A 4/5 with flying menace, and at the beginning of each end step, each player discards a card, sacks a creature, or loses 3 life, the only thing they will ever choose.
Hell yeah.
Okay, the Master Crown itself, I'm kind of digging. Oh, each end step. All right, now we're cooking a little bit.
Yeah, each end step. That's sick. It's like braids, basically. That's cool.
Well,
And you get to
much,
steal
much, yeah,
something.
much, much better. So we get 12 damage a turn rotation. So this game is ending fucking pronto because you cast the
Yeah. I
Master
just stole their
Crown.
commander and it died somehow. And then I pay 2.
Mm-hmm.
You control equipped creature.
So you're probably going like this card gets played on 3. You sacrifice the stolen creature on 4 and pay 2, and then the world explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it is symmetrical. Yeah.
You die. Yeah, but I mean, you run like all the what the wound reflections, all the like the evil things that are like if you lose life, actually, double it,
Get fucked. Or
double
just
it, and give it to the next guy.
Or just lifelink. Fucking whip of Erebos. Be like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna lose 3, but I'm gonna gain some life.
I'm getting. Oh yeah, I forgot
I
about that.
Yeah, this is an arch enemy card, but this is also a tremendous like this commander game needs to end in 1 hour card.
Yeah, it's
That's
awesome. This is
it's
a
dope
great
for
group
that.
slug. I love it. This is
Yeah.
cool.
Like,
Let's
hey
go my
man,
Valgabot deck for
I
sure.
gotta
This
go to
is sick.
Wendy's. I gotta go to
Yeah.
Wendy's. All right, next we got Ezzy's Anta, Fourth Revenant, a 2 and 2 blue for a 3/4. When you cast a non-creature spell from your hand that's one or more colors, discover X, where X is the number of colors that spell is.
Oh, cool. Except it's
No,
blue.
I
So you would need to run. I don't even know. What the hell are you
no,
doing?
I've been on this terrible carousel before. He's not even Terminal 99. The problem with him is unless you are in like a dedicated Wooburg where everything is Wooburg except for this one twink, what this is a bunch of suspend spells. It's suspend cheatery. That's
Why is it
like
suspend cheatery?
um because it is you can instantly cast them when you are discovering or cascading.
Oh, okay.
And so you go like I cast consider and I discover for 1,
And then I go and find
and then their
something. Yeah, my
CMC is
Ox Tantalite or
0.
whatever, like
Yeah, yeah,
instantly
and
it
then
pops.
I just get it instantly. Mono blue I think limits a lot what you can play, thankfully. But I feel like even if he's in the 99, like if you're in the 99 of even a 3-color deck, let's say he's like Teemier, um 99 of a Teemier deck, I think it still becomes I cast Consider and I instant cast Hypergenesis. And that's like the only play pattern I can support. I think the mono blue version it's like genuinely unplayable. And I think if you break it, I've seen this broken before and it made me sad. Yeah, unfortunately I'm not feeling this one. Oh yeah, inevitable betrayal. Like that's all you're doing.
Yeah, you're just yoinking stuff from the. Hmm.
Let me see how many suspend cards do we have in mono blue, and how many of these are worth a goddamn. All right, so we have 21. You can get inevitable betrayal. You can ancestral recall. You can draw 2 cards from oh no, inspiring refrain has a mana cost. Uh, you could hit clock spinning or suspend, which is like a removal spell. You could hit time bender, who doesn't do anything. Eesh. Yeah. Okay. I think
Yeah,
in
I
the
was looking to see I was looking to see how many cards are all colors when you cast them. Oh, they're
'Cause
not, and they're
you're a
all
fucking
creatures. So
rat.
none of them work. None of the stuff, the evil stuff I wanted to do doesn't even work either. Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy sucks. This
This
guy's
one is a cute idea, but unfortunately a miss
yeah, you
overall
have to
for
put him
me.
in. Yeah. He's good in like a Joda deck though, probably. Even then, not really, because it's non-creature spells.
Yeah.
You're better off just playing the Aragorn Uniter, where you like get a gajillion like value from every pip of color you
True.
run.
Oh yeah, or you could do artifact combo Cheerios deck, which also does not give me an incredible incredible
Yeah,
amount
that
of
does not
faith.
make me. That does not bring me joy. Yeah.
All right, Heavy Lobster, a 4 mana 3/3 does trampling on attack. You either get to, or you choose one. Make a 1/1 lobster that's tapped and attacking. Sack it on next end step. Heavy Lobster gains for 2 mana. Get +1/+1. Or exert Heavy Lobster. He gains flying until end of turn.
Hmm.
Woof. Okay, so Heavy Lobster like sucks in the games, right?
Yeah.
He's gotta suck
This guy
mega
can't be.
ass.
I like this art of Kirby though. He's getting like tossed by this thing.
All right, so we have the Heavy
Yo,
Lobster, the doo doo ass draft uncommon.
yeah, this has got to be. This is not in Commander. Like I can't think of
Oh
anything
no,
more.
they said it's from a Kirby precon. This is
Okay.
I
I think this is good in the guy who turns everything into juggernauts.
oh yeah, Graz. Be good with Graz.
Then you go juggernaut into big old heavy adaptive symmetry. Boom.
You know what? I won't be a hater. This is an uncommon. This is appropriate for uncommon. There's a little
Yeah.
bit of cute stuff here. Good job. I'm proud of you. Next, we tell me about DeRoach.
DeRoach, Gentle Mouse Thief. This looks like a has-been hotel type thing. All right,
Mm-hmm.
one black red mouse rogue flying. When DeRoach deals combat damage to a player, look at the top X of that player's library, where X is the damage dealt. Choose a card from among them. Exile the chosen card face down and put the rest on the bottom of their owner's library, random order. You may play the exiled card for as long as it's exiled. Man of any type may be cast to spend this spell. Okay. Yeah. This is balanced Codis, basically. Very good. You did it.
Hey, Codus is balanced Codus. Don't you say that. Don't you
Codis
say
is
that
not
about my
balanced.
guy.
Codis indestructible. My ass. He does not need that.
He's 2-1. He's got a long back. Come on.
Yeah, come on. You know,
Hit him with
get
the
him out of
fucking
here.
cut down, dude.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, that seems super fair.
This is because there's the little what is it? The rat guy from Bloombro who does this but actually casts stuff. Cruel Claw. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. But he does it from your. He does it from your. I would play this guy in most of my decks. I love
This
theft.
guy's
I
cool.
love stealing and
This,
taking things.
yeah, this guy's like a Karazakar almost. I like him, kind of.
All
You
right,
know what I'm talking
Morpho Knight Psychopomp, a 5 mana Mardu 3/3 with flash, flying, first strike, and on ETB exile a creature until Morpho Knight leaves. Morpho Knight gets all activated and triggered abilities of the card. It gets +X/+X, where X is the exiled card's power.
Boom.
Dude, Phyrexian Dreadnought stock so high right now.
This we would single-handedly see the price spike with this set.
That
Everything
keeps
just-
happening where like a new set comes out and one card goes to $50 overnight. This is the one that does it for Phyrexian Dreadnought. Except
Yeah,
it goes
that's
to like
awesome.
500 because it's already $200.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
This is just the better version of that other one we looked at, where you like get their ability
Yep.
and nothing else. Now we get their ability,
And we pump them up big style.
and we get to just. This could be your opponent's stuff. This is a removal guy. You just like, hey, I'm your commander now.
Oh shit, free Galta.
Yeah. Wait a second. I get. Yeah, your activated and triggered abilities, and I get your plus. This thing's nasty, and
Little
it's flash. This thing is crazy. It's exiles from the battlefield, not even from the.
Yeah, Little Mix Doom. I'm exiles from the battlefield, exiles from the battlefield. Let me tell you about a little keyword called flash and how I could cast this card in response to Phyrexian Dreadnought's ETB trigger. And just yoink Phyrexian Dreadnought. So for 6 mana, you could do the Dreadnought trick with it. Yeah, that's funny. I like that one. I would remove it on site, but I like that card.
Yeah, this thing's sick. Yeah, plus X is also crazy, and you get to just that's fun. Well, this is just a there's so many evil things you could do with this because you're like even if I just exile their bad thing, I can blink them again and exile their like it just I can remove your strongest pieces and then I am
Mm-hmm.
become you. Yeah, this is fun.
All right, next one. Uh
We're getting everybody but Meta Knight. Where he
oh
at?
yeah, then you would sack more. So you can't do Phyrexian Dreadnought because he gains the triggered ability. Oh,
That's fun.
I think then you're just back on. I mean, you're just back on all the normal foul shit you could do with this. This still kicks even if you can't
Well, then
Dreadnought.
you use Sundial of the Infinite to end your turn in response
Oh
to the
wait, yeah, it's
triggered
already on the
ability.
field. Wait, yeah, the Morpho's enter thing is already done. Yeah, you can Phyrexian Dreadnought. Fuck all you haters. Let's talk about Galacta Knight. A Boros 3/3 flying first strike. When you cast a spell, you may put an equipment or aura in your hand onto the battlefield attached to a
Your
creature. Oh,
oh,
ETB is under the control of an opponent of your choice.
now we're cooking. Now this is fun. Oh, you
I
saw that
don't.
first card?
I don't
You
know
had me
about
the
that.
first
I
time.
don't know about I give you hey, you got a 3/3. By the way, Eldrazi conscription is now on this 1/1. How do you
That's
feel?
awesome. That is so. This is the kind of card I fuck with. I like this guy. No one will
This
play him, but he's so good. He's like Alexios, but awesome. Give this guy freaking Excalibur. Give him everything. Oh, this is
oh,
cool.
the free attach with it. This
Yeah,
can attack
this
you.
thing's
That doesn't
sick.
matter because it doesn't attach it to Galacta. This is just straight up like, oh, hey, I give you a 3/3. By the way, Colossus Hammer equipped to my guy now.
Yeah, because you
It's
can give someone else Galacta and then equip the equipment or aura onto something you control.
yeah,
Yeah, that's sick.
that's fucking evil. That's
I love it.
despicable you, Footgroose.
Because yeah, you get to cheat and it basically says, yeah, you like gift them. Oh, that's so cool. That's fun.
All right, next we have Masked DDD, A King's Revenge. Seismic Lawns, this is a much better card than Stoneforge Mystic. Elk is gonna lose his fucking mind if he hears me say that. Much fucking better. All right, Mass DDD, A King's Revenge. 4 mana Mardu 4/4 trample haste. When he becomes blocked, exile the top X, where X is equipments and auras attached to him. Until end of turn, you can play those cards. Cage Match. For 5 mana, Mass DDD must be blocked this turn. If able, attach something to him.
Okay.
That one's pretty cute and fair, I think.
Now you're doing something. Yeah, you get Mardu card advantage and stuff.
And
Is
it's
it
pretty
only?
bad card
Yeah,
advantage, which is on
yeah,
flavor
it's
for
not good.
Mardu.
Yeah.
I like this one.
It
Because if
comes
you do
blocked.
Cage Match to make sure you get the exile hit, you probably don't have mana to play a lot of the stuff.
Yeah, you just get to. Yeah,
I
that's
get my
cool.
land drop.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, this one's not bad.
Yeah, this one's
Definitely
cute.
like in the nine. I don't think you'd run this as a commander, but in the 99 for like a Mardu, this is pretty good.
This to me looks like the backup commander
Yeah, this is
in,
one of
in a
those like
pre-con
wizards
deck.
is like, yeah, we'll give you this guy. Like you could run him, but you're really gonna have to like rebuild the whole thing around him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Next, Meta Knight Keen Duelist. A mysterious
There he
duelist.
is. There
Mardu
he
three
is.
three, Gift a Sword, which is a artifact equipment with equip 2, and equipped creature gets +1/+1 in first strike. It has first strike. If the gift was promised, you can fucking put an equipment or
Of
aura
course.
from your hand onto the battlefield attached to Meta Knight. Whenever Meta Knight becomes equipped or enchanted, you lose 1 life and draw a card. Go
Oh
fuck
my god,
yourself.
he
Go
does
fuck yourself.
everything.
You
He has such one life. Like he gets to do
not
everything.
not only
This guy.
have we immediately power crafted you get a 3/3. Now it's just like, hey, you get an okay equipment. But Eldrazi conscription?
Yeah.
Eldrazi
Attached to
conscription?
him. And when he becomes equipped, this does it all.
And
This thing
he
is
has first strike too, and so the gifted sword doesn't even like it just lets you fight on somewhat equal terms. We do have to crazy, we typically investigate these for intent, not for how accurately they're worded. So it would have to be like when Meta Knight enters, if the gift was promised, do this. Because when the gift is currently promised, he's on the stack and can't have anything attached to him.
yeah.
But I don't. I personally don't like these types of cards because they are the kind that convince people to bully you. Because I cannot let, unless you show me your hand, I cannot let you do your thing because your thing is probably lethal.
Yeah, you're gonna put us, yeah, the
If we
Colossus Hammer on him all of a sudden, and
mm-hmm.
even just having when he's equipped or enchanted, you lose a life, draw a card is already insane for a 3-mana commander.
Yeah.
Besides getting the freebie biggest thing you can find, Excalibur or whatnot.
Darebrain, thank you for coming to the stream today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you, big
it's
dog.
if we put any type of riders on like how expensive the thing you could cheat out was, I would like it more. But this just becomes like, hey, you're dying next turn. Hey, three mana, you're gonna die when I swing this guy.
Yeah, this is crazy.
All right, next we're going back to Little Mix Doom for some more Kirby stuff. Tell me about Zora, Living Machine.
Let's go. All right, 3 mana for legendary artifact. Add 1 mana of any color. Put a wish counter on Zora. Beginning of combat on your turn. If Zora has 3 or more wish counters on it, untap it, transform it into Noir DDD. Zora's Will. Oh, you get like Shadow DDD. That's cool. Vigilance, Trample Haste, equal power toughness equal to the number of creatures you control, and you can tap it to add a mana of any color. If it's spent to cast a creature spell, it gains Cascade. Okay.
That's pretty
Uh,
hot.
yeah, that's insane.
I think. I mean, bro is
He-
for sure. What is he in? Like an orb? He's on the cuck cycle. If he's
yeah,
on
he's
a
on
motorcycle, because
like a big wheel. He kind of looks like when you're at a Target and there's like the big round ball outside, and you just kind of
yeah,
like hop
yeah,
on
yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
He's hanging out. He's waiting for his mom. He's waiting for his mom outside of Target. Yeah,
Because he's got like a million keywords,
yeah,
but I doubt your board's wide enough that you would want to swing him. You probably just go like, ah, fuck, everything has Cascade. Dope, fuck yeah.
yeah. You just give this guy like the untap thing, and you just untap him and go crazy.
I think it's cool though. I do like 3 mana rocks, or I like mana rocks that like start out a little
Yeah,
bit bad and then have something good they transform into. And so I really like that aspect of it. I just don't ever think you swing him.
yeah. You're definitely not swinging this guy. You're using him as Cascade bait, basically. He's so good though.
All right, we're going to Sage Occur next. Eva, Knight Captain. 2 and a hybrid Boros for a 2/3. Whenever a source you control deals 1 damage to a player, put a charge counter on Eva. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove all charge counters, add that much red. Whenever you pay a cumulative upkeep cost for each age counter on that permanent, make a 1/1 red and white artifact creature token named Sword with flying and haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of your end step.
Okay, gnarly actually. This is an interesting so you want to have cumulative upkeep. You want to keep paying for it.
Yeah, so you
And
have cumulative upkeeps.
death
You
by a
pay
thousand
those to
swords.
make swords.
You hit with
The
swords,
the swords put charge counters on Ava,
so you
who you
pay
then
more.
remove charge counters from to add red mana to pay your cumulative upkeeps. That's kind of cute. Yeah, if you show me Braid of Fire in this deck, I'm coming over the table.
Yeah, I'm punching you in the goddamn throat.
All right, bro.
That's so fun though.
Um, I think this is really cool. I think
This
not
is a unique
knowing,
design. Yeah, we don't see this a
yeah,
lot.
not knowing exactly what type of cumulative upkeep things you would be doing, this is a pretty cool reduce, reuse, recycle. That I don't think feels unfair. Like for this to get out of hand, it seems like you have to leave it alone for quite a few turns,
Yeah,
knowing
you
what
just
they're
make
trying to
more
do.
and more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like that.
unless where's the tabernacle that gives everything cumulative upkeep?
Shut your ass up.
Suddenly, this
Shut
is
your little ass
we
up.
figured it out. We have figured it out. Now we're cooking.
I'm moving on to
We
Lorraine.
broke tabernacle. Let's go.
This is a
The stock
4
price
mana
went up.
Golgari 1/5 with Death Touch and cumulative upkeep. Have an opponent make a 2/2 black sapperling with tap, pay 2 life, add black or green. For 2 and X, gain control of X tokens. They gain plus X until end of turn. This one I don't like. This one feels
Really?
too easy.
Mm.
Because it's have an opponent do this, but I think I can just keep if I have mana in
Stealing.
play before I play this, I can just keep taking back my new sapperlings with the sapperlings I'm adding.
Yeah.
Because like I have 4 mana when I play her. Go to my next turn. Okay, you get a sapperling. I pay 3 mana that I absolutely have. I take the sapperling back. Whether or not I play a land, we go to my next turn. Oh, you have to make 2. I can tap the 4 lands I had to get my 2 sapperlings back. Now I have 3 sapperlings. Now you make 3. Now I have 7 mana. So you can just like permanently keep ramping yourself as long as you want.
I think this is a dingus egg deck where they take damage when stuff goes into play and then they die. Or dingus staff. Whatever the one is where they die when they get stuff. That's the real move.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I guess you have to pay life, so you would be like a little bit de-incentivized to use them
Yeah.
to keep paying for them. I
It's kind of like bad Kibo or different Kibo, basically.
A
Instead of
little
giving
bit,
out
yeah.
like bananas, you give out these things that hurt them. Yeah, I
Either
like it. I let them. I think I let them have the Saprolings, TBH,
yeah, so
unless
you
they're
could
like a
because you want it because
sacrifice
you're gonna
deck. Or,
massacre worm them.
yeah,
You're gonna be
exactly. Or
like,
I'm gonna
dude, take
massacre
it.
the
I'm gonna
Weapon
cast
Surge.
repercussion, bro.
Repercut. Well, it's not red, unfortunately, but
I
I
need.
would love repercussion. This is a
All right,
repercussion
tell me
waiting
about
for me.
weapon surge justice.
All right. Let my card load. Weapon Surge, Justice. 2 and then 2 hybrid Boros for an enchantment. Cumulative upkeep, sack and equipment. Beginning of combat for each age counter on this permanent. Create a 1/1 artifact creature equipment named Weapon. With first strike and equipped creature gains +1/+1 and has first strike and reconfigure 1. Okay. So yeah, this clearly goes with that age experience guy that we saw before.
Yeah. Uh
But it seems like you just make more and more, right? Like turn 1,
yeah,
yeah,
at
you
all
have to pay for
times.
something.
Well, I think there's
Well, no, because you go to for
you
each age counter.
you need
Yeah,
one extra. You need one actual equipment to sack every time because it's cumulative
yeah,
upkeep. Sack one equipment, and then you make one. Next turn, upkeep, you have to sack 2 equipment. So you net down an equipment every single turn to just make a lot of like
things.
potential one-off buffs. I am
Yeah, I think the idea is you have like some sort of token doubler and stuff, but
yeah.
that's
If,
already
if you
so
have a
much for.
if you have a doubler, then it just says I shit out 1,000,000 artifact creatures. I'm
Yeah, this
I'm not
is.
compelled by this one
Yeah,
because this is basically if I don't have my token doubler, I am just like low key hitting myself in the dick with a hammer. And then if I do have a token doubler, get fucked. Get fucked. Pull removal right now.
yeah. Maybe the idea is that you use Eva, the Knight Captain, and then all that red mana you get, you use to equip those 1/1 swords with their own sword weapons, and then you
Yeah, but you need them to
have
deal 1 damage
one
though. Like
damage.
you would
Yeah,
probably
this
equip them
thing.
to Eva herself.
Yeah, and make her really strong, like for a turn, and then sack it, and then make her strong again.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hoops, bro. That's a lot of hoops.
Yeah, we hooling. Alright, we're gonna look at Faputa, Golden Child. 1 in Jund for a 4/1. Black, sack a creature or artifact. Faputa gets a +1/+1 counter if you sacked a creature this way, and can't be blocked if you sacked an artifact this way. For red and pay 3 life, each other creature you control gets +1/+0 till end of turn. For green and sack a land, Faputa gains when Faputa leaves the battlefield, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control.
Hmm.
I think kind of not good enough.
Yeah.
That's
I
wild.
mean, I
That's
think
so many
the idea
words.
is, I mean, it seems like you mainly just run artifact creatures, right? And then sack
Mm-hmm.
them, make her unblockable, and also get stronger. and then don't worry about anything, and then every once in a while sack a land so that it doesn't die. But
Yeah, just pray to
I don't
God
think
you
you're
can.
ever overrunning. You never use the red one, the pay
Yeah,
3
because you'd
life
have
one,
to, because it would take
because
so
you're
much
sacking
work to
your
go wide
creature.
enough.
Yeah, you're just trying to make this guy big and unblockable and hit.
Yeah, I'm
And that's
not. I'm
a
not
that's an old
convinced.
reliable, but yeah, this is
It is very much the old reliable. Uh, yeah, I'm not convinced on this one. I'm not convinced on the balance here because this red ability is, for most intents and purposes, blank.
yeah.
All right, next we
It'd be
have.
better if the green was like sack a land, regenerate Faputa. Then it'd be like, all right, now this is actually
I would like that more, but then how do you keep up with Swords to Plowshares?
you just take the L like everybody else does.
No, we can't do that
You take the L. Why does everything got to be leave the battlefield these days? Everyone's getting so
because
cowardly.
everybody has Swords to Plowshares about the exile. We gotta be. How else am I supposed to do my thing, Quips? If I
Yeah,
don't,
whatever.
if
They should have let your
any
land
time
die.
it
All I'm
should
saying is,
say
yeah,
green. If you targeted Faputa with anything bad, it doesn't happen.
yeah. I get you. You give me that thing.
Yeah, you give me the spell and I board wipe you.
I'll die on this hill. Earthbend should let your lands die. I think that would be so much more cool. But they would never let that happen, unfortunately.
All right, next we have the Crow Who Stole the Sun, a 0 mana artifact that floats a colorless when you play it. 2, exile this saga unless you discard your hand. 3, draw 2 cards. 4, gain 5 colorless to only cast on spells of mana value 5 or more. Get the fuck out of here.
This is crazy.
This is awful. This is
Interesting.
no. No, you're being tricked. You're being tricked, Clips. They're trying to make you think it's interesting because it has 4 steps and it has a decision. It just says, if I'm a storm deck, I play it and then exile it every time. And if I'm not a storm deck, I never play this.
I'm using the Doctor Who read ahead where I skip to the 5
Oh
mana
my
part.
god.
And then I use the thingy from the Titus deck to remove counters to go back and keep drawing cards. So I infinitely for 0 mana. Wait a second. Is genius. I mean, I think you just play this and you get like mana. This is like a CEDH card because you don't give a fuck about it exiling. You just
This is
want it for
just
its 3
a
mana.
super high power combo card. You just say like, all right, storm count +1, mana +1, done.
Good
We're
enough
never.
for me. Yeah.
I'm exiling this saga next turn. Who gives a
Yeah.
fuck? I
It's
got
like a
one
better
more.
version of that monkey guy who you can like exile from your hand, like the Simian Spirit Guide or whatever. Except not colored mana, I guess, but
Yeah. This is a blurry LED.
yeah.
This is the Lion's Eye Rhinestone.
Yeah. It's like you went to Claire's for a lion's eye. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna move on to Pedgeman, and I'll give this to you, but we're close. Okay, Pedgeman has sent in Jean, Witch of Vengeance, a 6 mana Mardu 3/5 with flash, costs 1 less to cast for each creature that died under your control this turn. Whenever she's dealt damage, she deals that much damage to each opponent. And Noble Phantasm. By discarding a non-land card, make a transformed copy of this card that you can cast. For an instant called Roar of Hatred, it deals 2 damage to each creature, or X damage to each creature, planeswalker in battle, where X is 2 plus the number of creatures that died under your control this turn.
Whoa. This is what's that? There's that Extus Orico, like Blood for the Blood,
Yeah,
like
Blood
the
for the
Avatar,
Blood
Blood
God is what
Avatar.
this one's rocking with, yeah.
Yeah, this is sick. Yeah, you want a bunch of little guys that you can have explode to cast it for cheap, and then you discard a non-land so you can do 1 billion damage
To then deal
to
it to
each
each
creature
opponent. Because you have like.
just their creatures.
No, because you
Unfortunately.
hit Jean. Because if you play Jean and then you play Roar of
Oh,
Hatred the same turn,
okay,
like
yeah.
if you line it up to being X's, I don't know, fucking 20, right? Let's
Yeah.
somehow you got up to 20. You then hit Jean for 20, and she deals 20 to everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
You
Hmm.
can keep doing the Noble Phantasm thing, but it's still 4 mana, and so you don't cast a copy for free.
Yeah. Hmm.
I think this is a little bit too much work to end up with a totally empty board, but I could see
Yeah.
somebody trying to high roll this shit.
This is crazy. This is cool though. That died under your control this turn. Yeah. Because this would be like a sweet blasphemous act waiting room to like hit and just like
Yeah.
hit everybody, and then you're like, and boom. Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to go wide for a billion.
Yeah. Died under your control. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move to Reborn Cargo. Tell me about Metal Sonic.
All right. Metal Sonic 1. He's a Grixis robot warrior 2/4. Menace haste. I see energy counters. Let's see what they do. Whenever a construct, robot, or vehicle you control deals combat damage to a player, you get an energy. Pay 6 energy. Create a token that's a copy of target creature an opponent controls, except it's a robot in addition to its other types. Hell
So
yeah.
I love
Sold.
taking things. I love cloning
Hell
things.
yeah. I'm the same mind. Hell
We need
yeah.
something we need something not dog shit to do with energy. You
That's
can
so
trust me
cool.
with your Galta.
Give me that. Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, I like that. And
Construct
I
robot
like how he
vehicles.
quirked
Yeah.
up. I like how he's quirked up in
Yeah.
the art.
Yeah, this is sick. Yeah, and you get a target creature and opponent controls. Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
cargo.
like my commander deck is actually all your commander decks. Give me that. Give me
My
that guy
commander
too.
deck is energy support and whatever the fuck you brought, Tony.
Yeah.
All right.
That's cool. And you can do like you can do like the extra turn shenanigans with the Aether Heart and all the other like, hey, when you cast a thingy, you actually get energy, and then yeah. Finally something good to do with energy. That's awesome. I like that.
All right. Next, we're gonna move to Abhorrent Ascendance's CD Project Red cards. They're Cyberpunk cards. Okay, Jefferson Perales. A 4 mana Boros 2/3 with tap. Exile the top 2 cards in my library. You can play them this turn. When you cast an artifact from exile, choose another player. That player makes a token that's a copy of that artifact tapped on the battlefield. Whenever you cast a creature, choose another player. That player creates a token that's a copy of that creature tapped and goaded.
Yeah.
Wowza.
Let's go. Okay.
That's like.
Now the evil thing would be you play this like a Beamtown Bullies deck, but it's fair because you also level yourself, and then you beat somebody
Yeah,
else.
I pick whoever I like the least. Me and them lose instantly.
Yeah,
Tapped and goaded is pretty nice.
that's cool. And they get a copy of the artifact. I don't think you ever want to do the
No,
artifacts
you
because
would
that's
have
gotta be
artifact count in that deck is 0. You
yeah,
have a
they're
million.
not allowed.
You have
But
a
I'm running all the
million fuck
shitty
ass
creatures.
creatures.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I have a million shitty ass creatures.
It's not goaded forever. Wait, that sucks.
It goad.
And
Yeah, wait.
goaded.
Goaded is a
Yeah,
status. Goading something is an action.
yeah, it's goaded. I assume it's goaded forever. It's like Beamtown Bullies. Like they're goaded, I think, forever. I don't care. I like
It's.
it.
I don't give a fuck. I can cast repercussion in this deck. Hell yeah.
I like it. Yeah, repercussion.
All right, let's move
True.
to Elizabeth Perales, a 3 mana Azorius 1/3. Tap, draw 2 cards, then discard 1. Whenever you discard a non-land permanent, another target non-land permanent gains indestructible until end of turn. Whenever you discard an instant or sorcery, another target non-land permanent gains ward 2 until end of turn.
The most Azorius card I've ever seen in my life.
This is
Yeah.
just super fucking. This is just like. This is just Shorakai for 1 mana cheaper.
Yeah. You just give this guy like Pemenzora and then you draw a billion cards, discard a billion, and then you want to discard like it gives you good stuff when you discard. Like discarding's
It's
not even bad
this is
anymore.
not cycling support. This is barely cycling support. This is just fucking I have a
Yeah, wait a
shitload of
second.
card
Where's
advantage.
the astral slide all of a sudden? Wait a second.
Oh no no no. Yeah, so she's
One
very
two.
shootable, but she's also like pretty cheap. Like
Yeah.
this is the type of commander that I tend to believe um like doesn't actually die to removal because you can remove it, but it feels like such a fucking waste to remove the card because they just play it again relatively soon and you're not removing a threat. You're removing a like it's a good value engine, but you're removing a like net one card value engine, which always feels really fucking bad. Yeah, for the a
Yeah.
sentence for the politics angle, the ward doesn't work how you want, because you can't give something ward in response to them being fucked with. They have to have ward before they get targeted by
Or
the spell. The indestructible does, but you have to change ward to something else.
Shroud. Give him Shroud. Then we get nastier.
Yeah, shroud, hexproof, whatever, but ward 2 won't do it.
That's cool.
But they're cool
Yeah.
ideas.
I like this one. Cool.
All right, let's go to Ars Thurgia and their Alice All Loving. This is a 2 white for a 2/2. Whenever a creature you control dies, you get a hate counter. When a creature an opponent controls dies, you can pay 1. If you do, make a 1/1 friend creature token with that creature's name. For 4 black, you can transform Alice. What do we get transformed? Alice consumed by hate. A 2/3 with menace, death touch, haste. Friends get +2/+0. Whenever Alice deals combat damage to a player, they lose additional life equal to your hate counters. Ooh.
Hell yeah. You get to literally, you're like, I'm playing a hater deck. I hate you. That's awesome.
It's not even I hate you. It's I'm playing an aristocrats deck. I killed all my friends and I'm going to blame you for it.
Yeah.
Cuz I get a
It's all your
million.
fault that I sacrificed them to the
Yeah.
altar.
You
You did
killed all
that.
my fucking thralls. I cast
Yeah.
Endrick Star, I feed them all into the or Eldrazi, like you killed all my fucking tentacle worms.
Yeah. How could you? And then
That's
I think the scarier thing to me is like when something dies, you're like, this is my friend. And it's
Mhm.
it's your creature's name, by the way.
No
I have your
abilities. I don't even get anything. I just get to call them your creature.
yeah. That's so evil. That's so fun.
Yeah, I think that's okay. I think like it overall being a 2/3 with a light banner because you got to
Yeah,
get
this
a
is
lot
this
of
is
hate
like a I
counters.
hate to say it's like a grave pack deck. It's something messed up like that where you
How
want your own
dare you
stuff
say
to die
that?
and
How
take other
dare you
people
say
with it.
that? How dare
It
you? How dare you speak its name?
I know.
But yeah, we do. Oh God, like Grave Pact, Accursed Marauder. You
Yeah.
play because you do the like squall to loop Accursed Marauders over and over and over again, and then you have all your friends on the table and none around the table.
Yeah, exactly. The
Yeah,
only
this
friends
one's
we have are the
evil.
tokens we made along the way. Yeah.
I think this or something like this could get printed. I'm partial to the idea that you should only get a hate counter when friends die. That might be a little too like parasitic, but we could see something like this for sure.
Yeah. That's cool.
All right. Next we have white bread. Tell me about Hydrapple.
Hydrapple many-headed. X Naya Hydra Plant Star Ravenous enters with X +1/+1 counters. If X is 5 or more, draw a card. So it's just base Ravenous, not Ravenous X or whatever. It's got Gooey. Yeah. When Hydrapple enters, distribute X syrup counters among creatures you control. You don't control. Creatures that block or become blocked by a creature with a syrup counter on it gain first strike. Okay, so you give the creatures with syrup counter last strike, I guess. Whenever Hydrapple attacks, flip a coin. If you win the flip, Hydrapple gains double strike
Why
until end of
are
turn.
we flipping a coin?
What does that have to
I
do?
was I was kind of with this until we walked into the casino halfway through. Why did we leave
Yeah,
Safeway to head to Las Vegas?
yeah. What did the?
I I
It's
think
got to do something instead of that, right?
I think
We
you might be able to cut the lineup. Like the syrup counters seem fucking devastating. signature move has a chance to be double power. I mean, I think that's another thing where like if we want the cards to be compelling at some point we have to limit how much of it is a one-to-one game reference. Like
Yeah.
we can't just have everything be like, all right, I have taken this piece of the character, this is on the card. I have taken this piece of the character, this is on the card. I have taken this piece of the character, this is on the card. Um,
Hmm.
God,
Like
syrup counters are
like
so evil. Syrup counters are so fucking evil.
yeah, that's
Because you
you're
just go like, all right, Hydrapple, whatever. I ramp in Naya. I'm playing Naya Hydras. I ramp a little bit. I cast this at 5. I draw my card. I pick one player and I go like, your creatures all suck at blocking now.
yeah.
Your creatures are all the worst blockers you have ever seen. Um, I feel like if you wanted a different way to buff its power, it could also gain um I don't know. Maybe it doesn't need to scale. The power
Yeah.
as it is, like the double strike thing seems low key necessary because the its power is a little bit underwhelming as a Hydra.
Yeah. It doesn't have trample or anything either, which
Yeah.
is a usual
Fuck
Hydra.
it. Keep the coin flipping thing. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Gamble. Gamble. Do it. We're moving on to serial designation.
You should, all right, but hear me out real quick. You
Yeah.
should be able to remove syrup counters in order to flip more, because then you can go all in on syrup.
Oh
Eh,
shit. Yeah, do that. At the beginning of combat, remove any number of syrup counters. Flip
And
that
flip
many
that many coins.
coins.
For
If
however many coins come up heads, you double this creature's power. There we go.
Yo,
Then we're good.
no.
Then we are
No,
cooking.
then you're banned. Fuck you. I'm not being.
That's
I
so
will
good.
not be Chandra's ignition by the Hydrapple. Yeah, I think you do
It's so
that. I
good.
think you do that. Flip that many coins. Just
Flip that many
fucking
because
try it.
then that gives you the like the illusion of choice where you're like, yeah, I'll just keep them all syruped up. No, no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
We don't
yeah.
know. You're really gonna immediately eat all that syrup so you can then gamble and hopefully do the what is it? Heads I win, tails you lose deck thing,
Mm-hmm.
but in Naya instead. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I like that. All right, we are moving on to Otis from Serial Designation, the Barber of La Mancha Land. A red, black, black, 3/4. When they attack, if you have no blood tokens, make a blood token, and Otis deals damage to you. For red, black, sack 2 blood tokens, deal 2 damage to all of target opponent's creatures.
Now hear me out. Repercussion. Now we're cooking. Now we're
God
doing
damn
damage.
it!
Now we're doing damage. This isn't that good, I think.
Here's its.
Because you need more
This
blood
is
token.
this is straight up. This is high perfect Morcant for blood. It is the same type of like.
Yeah.
It is
You need to
the
have weak
it
things for me to prey upon. Yeah.
or I just need a lot of blood. Like if you can make if you have other ways in the deck to make a lot of blood tokens, because you can do that second ability as many times as you want. And so you can go 4 mana sweep for 4, 6 mana sweep for 6. If I ever
Yeah.
play a doubler, I ever play a Torbrand, I'm personally not a fan of creatures like this where their best way to push advantage is to repeatedly board wipe you. Um, those cards, I think, often it's very like Judith. I think is the
Yeah.
same type of card where you look at it, and even that one you think like, oh yeah, I'll do like imps. Nobody ever does imps, but it's the same type of play pattern. It's like, oh, this deck working doesn't look like me winning. This deck working looks like nobody but me has a creature.
Yeah. And does it say that Otis is the one dealing the damage? I assume
It
because then we
just
could just
says
give it death
deal
touch, right?
2. So it doesn't specify that it's Otis. I don't know if it has to specify a source. If it has to specify a source and it is Otis, then you end up doing like, ha ha
The
ha, now they
Judith
have
thing for
Death
sure.
Touch, and now you're
Yeah.
turbo fucked.
Yeah. Now you have no board ever. Yeah. Which
Uh,
is not what you would want to do when you're playing it the correct way with the repercussion, because you don't want to kill their creatures. You want to keep their creatures alive
goddamn.
so that we can keep damaging them with repercussion.
It has to
Yeah,
specify. Okay, then it
yeah,
probably specifies Otis, and then I think it's the same thing of it's. I think it's a fine card, but I really worry about like this looks like a game ruiner in terms of vibes rather than like a crazy fun time card. Because if you're playing in higher power, they don't even like have the creatures for this to really impact them to begin with.
yeah. They're not running anything. They're not doing
Mm-hmm.
like big board. Yeah, it's cool though.
All right, next we're going to. I do appreciate the eternal quest to make Bloods fetch. Next, we're going to look at Garga, Zastor, Praetor's Muscle, everything but blue, flying, trample, menace, first strike. At the beginning of your end step, populate. You
Holy,
gotta go fuck yourself. You gotta get the
that's
fuck out of here.
this is doing so much.
So, all right, you're not blocking me because I have flying, trample, and menace. Or flying and menace, you're not blocking. I have
You also got
first.
first strike, by the way. By the way,
Yeah,
first
yeah.
strike.
So the bird
Yeah.
players aren't blocking either. End step populate.
Hmm.
I mean, they printed Atraxa, which is true.
Yeah.
I hate it, but I hate it in a way that I know it could exist.
Yeah. They. This is maybe reality break. Like this is coming soon. This
Oh,
is down
true
the
reality
pipeline. This
fracture. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is 2026. Jace did something with, Vraska, and this is their love child, and he's here. Yeah. Loot's final form is this. Yeah, populate.
I think populate's nastier than proliferate. I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I also
I
don't
think it's
agree.
I think it's difficult to get like beefy tokens. If populate let you just pick a creature, get a token copy of them, sick
Great.
nasty. Because you
Suddenly amazing. Yeah.
already need the creature token there. It's a lot more work. It's not that you can't make it work, but it's a lot more work than all of the different like little ways you can extract value out of proliferate.
Yeah. You would need like I think populate's really good in like the gingerbread man deck where like when you kill things you get a token of them
Oh
and
yeah,
then you
like
populate
Brianord,
like
yeah.
infinitely more.
Hmm.
Yeah. This by itself, it doesn't. I feel like the people are gonna be like, it actually is super bad. It doesn't actually give you anything to populate. It's bad by itself. It does
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah, yeah. Unplayable.
Unplayable. Yeah. But so many things that I mean, you're in the token colors. You can do so many things. Yeah. Meh.
All right. Next, tell me about Galadon.
Galadon, Grand Warlord. First of all, sick art. Then he's also everything but blue. For a human knight, 3/4 with haste. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, hell yeah, Galadon deals 2 damage to them. Finally. Whenever a creature attacks one of your opponents, it gets +2/+0 and gains trample until end of turn. I hate to say it, they are not attacking your opponents. They're coming for your ass because you're doing 2 damage to them every non-creature. That is awesome. Yeah, this guy's gonna get you bullied.
I don't think that's true. I know a couple green players who would be like, "Hell yeah, I don't even do those," and then they cast
True.
Cultivate and take two, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Wait a second. What?
I
Yeah.
swear, there is a category of people who reads non-creature spell, and what they see in their mind is a removal spell. That's what they
Yeah.
think non-creature
But it's
spells are.
everything. This is artifact. This is enchantment. Yeah, everything you do.
And it's a
Yeah.
pretty, yeah, Chad makes a good point. It's a banner for your own stuff, because if you attack one of your
Attack.
opponents,
Yeah, you get
yeah.
+2 and trample. That's pretty cool.
I actually
I
think
like
this is
this
pretty
guy.
good.
I think this one's really fun because it's kind of like the what is it? The cat girl from Final Fantasy, where like you cast things and your opponents take damage,
Yeah,
and
this
you
is
just
exactly like Y'shtola. You're so right. You're so
yeah,
right for that. This is exactly like our Esper cat lady.
exactly, exactly. And it's in red, so you can run repercussion, which is
God,
great.
every
So
time.
so it's good because then if they're having creatures, then repercussion will deal damage to them no matter what. So it's like a win-win, really. It's great, and you have green anyway. All right, tell me about. There's not another card.
No, no, no. That's gonna be the end of it because we've been live for 4 hours now. So, Quips, are you gonna keep streaming or are you gonna be
I'm
done?
probably gonna go, so I will not be streaming.
All right. Then I'm gonna bring up the Bald Kai message and pick somebody to raid, and then we will get everybody the fuck up out of here. Let's see if any of our friends are live. My friend Beard Princess is live playing a Skyrim randomizer, so we're going to raid them. Everybody be kind. Thank you for being here today. Thank you to Quips and Guac for being here. If you don't already subscribe to them on YouTube, go and watch their videos. They're one of the funniest deck builders out there. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you for being here. Please remember to stay toxic. Have a great one. YouTube, that is just it for us.